How's it going, you beautiful rejects? On this week's Episode Zeros podcast, we have a bunch to talk about. Cowboy Bebop was canceled by Netflix. Spider-Man is hype as fuck. Sonic is going to be battling Knuckles, and so much more. So sit back, grab some popcorn, share with your friends, and enjoy the show. Hello, everybody. How are you doing, you beautiful rejects? I am Josh. Welcome back to Episode Zeros podcast. I have Kitty. I has Kitty. Here's the
meow.
Kitty. This is my pussy.
Meow. May I touch the pussy?
Come on over, and you probably can. We have
a wild Gengar has appeared.
Gengar.
Nice. One of my favorite Pokemon. Yo, where's your Rowlet? Oh, shit. I need to get his Rowlet. No. Don't do this. No, ghost. No. Grass types have no effect on ghost types.
Hold on. I got you.
God.
Oh, my God. This is fucking great. Anyway, so yeah.
I choose you, Power Ranger.
Oh, my God. It's the choppy. It's the choppy.
Here we go.
I'm Josh.
Rowlet. It's a ghost type.
Tonight we have Jesse, Goku from Geeks 5 Ever.
Hell no. I choose life.
We've got the Ravens Flock crew here. And
welcome. Hi.
Apparently we have a multitude of Pokemon in the stream as well.
Nice. We got grass type, fire type, and ghost type. Perfect.
And we got Power Rangers.
And you got a Power Ranger. Why not?
And we have Kitty type.
And this is the original from the 90s. This actually, it says right here, it is... Damn, this company ain't even around anymore. It says Kid Dimension.
Holy shit, I remember that.
Oh, snap.
It doesn't say the copyright year.
I roll it.
I know it's from 93, 94.
It's got to be 94. 94.
It still talks. The voice box might need new batteries, though.
Holy snap.
Yeah, I can imagine that. How's my mic sound, by the way?
You are coming in 5x5. You're coming in pretty good.
You sound Gucci, bro.
Your vocal is 2020.
I'll just be the fat lady that sings. No, not the Gengar. No.
All right, hey, just for the.
Oh, there are no more Pokemon. I guess the show's over. Thank you for joining us, folks. Oh, there's a Mimikyu. Oh my God, Mimikyu.
What's with the Yorona version of Pikachu?
Oh, La Llorona. Holy crap.
Hey, can you do me a favor, Josh? Can you send me the link for the show so I can send it to people because I can't find it?
Okay.
I would very much like to. Actually, I'm subscribed, so I'm pretty sure I can find it.
Damn, look at JC over here looking like a Bruno Mars.
No, I'll catch a grenade for ya. Part of a train for ya.
Nah, hell no. Look, I'm 33. I'm done taking one for the team. The team wants me to take one for me.
Yes, I would die for you, baby, but you won't do the same.
Bucket, kick her out.
What is it?
Why do you keep picking tackle, you fucking
Let's see. Okay, here we go. Paste that. There you go. There's the link. Put it in the private chat. So, yeah. Hey, what up, JC?
Nothing much, man. Just, getting in the mood for Christmas stuff.
I'm digging the
Hopefully
t-shirt there, by the way.
Oh, thank you. I got this last weekend. Last weekend at Anime Frontier.
Check his shirt. Very good. Very good.
Very good, mister. Very good.
I approve.
Apple, that looks good.
Yeah, that's real. That's amongst the other things that I got at the convention too. Also, I got this. Oh.
So you got Butterfingers.
I got Butterfingers. Yes, I got a multitude of Butterfingers. No, I got this.
Yo, that's dope. That is fucking dope.
I like it.
Oh, that is pretty cool. Oh, that's from when Toys R Us was still around.
Rip Toys R Us.
Oh man.
Yeah, supposedly this is one of the
Toys R Us.
This is one of the surviving figures that are no longer manufactured.
No.
I mean, I could have gotten it for a cheaper price, but I ended up spending $100 on it.
Fuck, dude. That's like
Like a hobo.
quintuple the price of.
I mean, hey, I have a hooded Ruby figure. I mean, it's not Sun Wukong, my boy, but hey, it's gonna have to do.
It's okay. I too would spend $100 on that.
And not only that,
You almost did.
not only that, but I also got one of the mystery boxes from Final Fantasy VII. I was hoping to get my boy Sephiroth. I was hoping to get my son. But I ended up getting Daddy Barrett,
Nice.
Very nice. Very
which
nice.
I'm not against.
Best
I love
anime
Barrett.
dad.
He's a cool
I'm not
character.
against Barrett, but I would love to have my boy Sephi. Okay, that's my
Who would-
dude. That is my dude.
My dude is Vincent Valentine, to be honest.
I can't wait to see him in part 2 of remake.
Same.
Very nice.
Hey, mine is the one that's thirsty over Cloud. She's like the best.
I mean, Tifa.
Oh, Jesse?
You mean everyone?
Yeah.
Ah.
No, but there's one in particular who's like extra thirsty for him.
Mm.
Like somebody
Jesse.
get somebody. Yeah, Jesse. We have the same first name. Shit.
She's best
Someone
girl.
get that kid some
She's literally
Gatorade.
best girl.
Right.
Yeah,
best
somebody
girl.
get her some Gatorade because she's straight up dehydrated.
Is
this
it in
point.
you?
She wants it to be.
No, I remember when I unlocked the scene, when you do like a certain amount of like under damage for the bike mission for the remake. Loki, like girl was like really going after. It's like, hey, I gotta give you a reward. It's like, okay, well, I don't want a reward. Okay, well, smooch on the cheeks. Like, you got one anyways. Leaning
At
back,
the-
like,
Hell yeah, you right. She was thirstier than Ashley was when you escaped the island in Resident Evil 4. She's like, "Hey Leon, how about we go back and do some overtime?" He's like, "Nah, no.
and she
I
was
ain't
about to
losing
cook
my
that boy a pizza. She was about to cook that boy a pizza.
I mean,
Man.
at this point, how many of us don't play a game to try for sex?
I don't know,
Every-
man, but
every
the
game-
list of friend-zoned characters like continues to get longer and longer.
Sir,
full of folks
Sir,
that want to get
I
a
am
piece of the
currently playing Pokemon. You don't want to have sex in this universe.
But do you want to be a master of
Try not-
Pokemon?
But yeah,
Do you
He
have
wants
to be a
skills to
master
number
breeder.
one?
All the kids do in this universe is play with their balls and cockfight.
I mean, there are breeder classes, so I mean,
Breeder.
The
Look, man, you
Pokemon
gotta
in
catch 'em
this
all.
game get
if
laid
you're not doing
more
that,
often
then you're not
than
playing
I-
the game.
Hold the power that's
Hey.
in my hand, being better than all the rest. Do you want to
Let
be a
me-
master of Pokemon?
Yes.
Do you have the skills to be number one?
Number one. Yes.
We all live in a Pokemon world.
let me just say, I respect the whole setup that Ravensflock is like currently finessing right now. Like the whole like setup with the microphones and stuff, so acting like a professional interview style. Like I respect that,
Thank you.
Thanks, man. Appreciate
We
it.
try.
We've worked very, very hard.
especially that the purple being one of my favorite colors. Yeah, you get extra brownie points for that.
Sir, we don't
You
call
got
it
purple over, Juancho.
We don't call it purple anymore. We call it grape flavored, sir.
Oh.
Hey, nothing wrong with
purple
grape.
hater.
It's just,
There's
it's just
nothing wrong with
crushed up
grape.
Minetta.
I love grape.
You
If
got
you, look,
just go-
before we start the official podcast, if you got a problem with grape flavor, you need to get the fuck off the channel.
I was about to say, like, there's some purple stuff and there's donut. Purple is a fruit.
If somebody watching the show be like, man,
Purple is
fuck
a
grape,
fruit.
text me. I will cash app you some money. I'll come to my place. We're gonna throw hands. You're gonna catch all the smoke.
Hit number one in the chat if you believe purple is a fruit.
Chill, we got a badass over here, all right? Chill.
Oh,
Chill.
You don't I grew up in the hood. You don't mess with grape, bro. I've had.
Oh my
You
god.
don't mess with grape soda. You don't mess with purple drink.
You don't mess with that. You don't mess around with that grape flavored cough syrup.
Hell no, you don't. No,
That's the best
Oh,
one.
wait. But wait,
No.
what about grapefruit?
If
I mean,
Hey, look,
Use
throw
that
me a
music
grapefruit
ingredients.
with some sugar on it. You got yourself a deal.
Okay, yeah, I can see that.
now y'all just trying to start a riot.
Oh my god. Oh
Well,
my God.
Wait, what about grape nuts?
that is liar food. It is neither grape nor nuts.
Get out of
Okay?
here.
I'm gonna
That's
go on
liar
record and say I've never heard of grape nuts.
Get out of
It's
here,
a cereal.
Jeff Jarrett.
It's a
Get
really
outta here.
shitty cereal.
Jeff Jarrett, get out of here.
It's the kind of cereal that.
Thanks, that's my time. Bye.
Jeff Jarrett, well, they call him slap nuts, but yeah, Jeff Jarrett.
Not only Jeff Jarrett calls him slap nuts.
Oh my goodness.
All right, so
Okay.
actually, if you don't, hey, Josh, I actually want to make a couple announcements before we begin officially.
All right.
So officially, just putting it out there, Geeks Fiber has announced several new podcasts that are going to start. One of them is going to start on New Year's Day. It's called G5E Lights, and it's going to be a 15-minute or less audio-only podcast.
I dig it.
Interesting.
And it will be
Very good.
probably, if it's not daily, it will be every other day.
All right. I see that. I see it.
And our newest podcast after that is called Woke Up Choosing Violence Today. It's a shit talking, roasting.
I got a little bag. I also forgot to show the bag.
How
Yeah,
did he get Sylveon out of I Woke Up Choosing Violence Today?
Sylveon,
That was my
the
question.
purest
That's gonna be
and
my
most
question.
loving Pokemon is not the type you want to fuck with.
No.
Easy. That's
What
why
you got against my girl Sparkles, bro?
Exactly. Like Sylveon, she's literally like hits her
Literally My Little
evolution
Pony.
out of love.
Also,
How can you-
Geeks 5 Ever is brought to you by QuadPay. Zip it. For those of you this holiday season that are a little bit on the I'm broke as shit side, I'm broker than King Mexico is brown.
Yeah.
QuadPay allows you to buy anything in store or online, like Amazon, GameStop, and it allows you to divide the payments into 4 payments, so you can pay it off you make one payment every 2 weeks. It doesn't charge you interest. It charges you a $4 fee, but there's no actual interest, and there's no credit check. So if you miss a payment, it doesn't affect your credit.
All right.
Interesting. Very
It was actually
interesting.
I have
created
to get
when
in
the
on that.
pandemic started.
'Cause
Yeah,
I'm
it's called
broke as fuck.
QuadPay and Zip It. It's actually they offer it on the GameStop website. It was designed during the pandemic when everybody was losing their jobs and everyone couldn't afford all the gifts during the holiday season.
Yeah.
Very handy. What's her face? Necessity is the mother of invention. So yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
dig
it's
it.
all
Quad
they don't. It doesn't affect your credit at all. Trust me, I'm glad it doesn't.
God, credits fucking sucks. Anyways,
You know, the
Yeah,
more I
this-
think about it, the more like I just keep thinking back to like last weekend. The more I realize I got more shit that I need to also flex out, but I'm not gonna go ahead and like waste time doing that.
Oh, you haven't seen my old background. This background right here, it's like 10% of my Dragon Ball Z collection.
I believe
Perfect.
it.
It's true. I remember
Believe it.
seeing on his previous broadcast on Geeks 5 Ever the rest of his collection, his man cave. I will tell you, it is the stuff of beauty.
I can attest.
Well, that's
to that, too.
because the wall that you saw in the background is now where my laptop is currently. The
Right.
computer in the back is my work at home computer. So I had to make some adjustments. So
Yeah,
unfortunately, you don't see my background anymore, but it's still here in front of me. I can see it in all of its glory, and I got
Well, it's a
I got more
foreground.
shit on the
Hey.
thing.
Very nice.
It's an extreme
very
foreground.
nice.
It's not the background
But
anymore.
this is the bed. This is where all the magic happens. This is where Zelda was made.
Any- oh, anyways,
let's go ahead.
Okay,
Let's
so
finish it.
okay, so we have a bunch. That was a great warm up. That was a great warm up. We got
Let's
a
get
bunch of
into it.
topics. Let's get into it. So,
Hey,
first,
vegetables first. We got to go with Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah,
all
let's
right.
talk about that real quick.
Let's talk
get
about
to
that. So,
Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's
let's
jam.
Okay, I am assuming everyone here has seen a majority, if not all, of the Netflix live action Cowboy Bebop.
Yes.
right?
Okay.
I have.
Okay, I have
saw-
not, but
yeah,
I've
I
seen
saw.
all the shit talking.
So
Well,
I've
that's-
seen
that's
up
fine,
to
too.
I've seen up to the last 2 episodes.
Well, that is fine too. So, everyone not in the know, Netflix did a live action Cowboy Bebop. It was touted to be pretty decent. A lot of people were hating on it. A lot of people were loving on it. I mean, they got the original band for the anime for this show. Stop it.
Yeah, what's her face? What's her face?
Yoko
Yoko Kanno came back to
Yoko
compose
Kanno,
the
yes.
music again.
Yeah.
Yep.
Real
I love
good.
it.
So yeah,
love
I'm a little pissed at this because Netflix canceled the show after one season. They canceled it like a week or two after it aired, mind you, too.
Okay,
So-
I have a question before you continue.
that long?
Are all the episodes already released, or is it going on a weekly basis?
It's already on
They're all
Netflix.
released.
It's
right
all
now.
it's all released.
It's all
It's
10
all
episodes.
released.
Yep.
It's
Okay.
not like Hulu or Disney Plus. They don't do the whole weekly shit. Like
Well,
Netflix literally drops it.
Actually,
Netflix is doing weekly,
is starting to do that.
but for certain things, yeah.
Oh, right. Never
Right.
mind. I forgot
Like
about
they
Arcane.
have,
My bad.
Resident Evil.
they're doing weekly for some of their anime stuff now too. Like, yeah.
That's
so-
because they have a deal with with Japan, so they don't have a choice in that matter.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this is really surprising because personally, I thought the Netflix Cowboy Bebop was pretty decent. Not great, not amazing, not terrible, but it was still pretty decent. It had legs to run on, and the intro was fire. The cast was amazing. Personally, I think that they could have given John Cho like a bigger, poofier hairdo. like they could have given
fine.
him a
They
wig.
could have
or
given
whatever.
him. They could have given him some extensions for
They
his
could
hair.
have
I mean,
given
he
him some
already
extensions.
grew out his hair to the maximum that he could for the
Mhm.
set, but I mean, they could have given him some extensions just to give it that iconic Spike Seagal look.
And Mustafa Shakir was amazing as Jet Black.
Oh, yeah,
Absolutely,
by
man.
far. I honestly forgot that Jet Black was legit a white guy in the anime. I honestly thought he was a black dude.
Oh yeah,
I thought he was mixed. I thought that he had like mixed parentage, and he was also of European descent.
I will say though that I think the one that kind of threw me off, but also I liked at the same time was Faye Valentine's character in the Netflix adaptation.
yeah.
Faye, she's still sassy. Like they have the sass and the spunky that they go into with coming from the anime over to the Netflix adaptation, but I feel like they just toned up just a little bit to the point where it's like, okay, we get it, you know, Faye, she's a shit talker, we get it. But
Yeah,
I still enjoyed it, but I mean, I would have dialed it back just a little bit, just to not
but
make it
not-
overly
see, here's
cringe.
the thing: you've completely missed it all, completely forever now. Because if you enjoyed it, and the fact that she wasn't in yellow latex with her boobies jiggling all over the place, then you're not a true fan, and you're destroying everybody's childhood, and you're ruined
look,
forever.
look
Apparently,
at me.
that's the stupid ass logic on the internet regarding this shit.
okay.
It's like, look, I love me some good anime titty. I like me some good anime booty.
Oh, but if
All
you
right?
like
but,
this live action with
unfortunately-
jiggling anime titties, then you're not a real fan.
But
No, but that's
unfortunately,
the thing.
Valid forever.
yeah, but unfortunately, the anime, the weebs around here are like that one episode of the Boondocks when we're going over Uncle Ruckus's origin story. They're like his dad when he walks in there. He's like, "Motherfucker, did I just catch you having fun?" And then the fans will beat the living shit out of that.
Shit,
Oh god,
Pretty
that's-
much.
that's
Yes.
not, that's
that
not
takes
wrong.
me back, and
But
you're not wrong.
no, I can actually vouch for what JC said about Faye Valentine, and it's not just that. Not only do they need to dial it back with the attitude and everything, but like some of her lines, I kind of felt like they kind of failed in delivery, like and like even to the point where it made me laugh.
As in,
You
she
get
was
what I'm
trying to
saying?
sound serious, but it sounded silly because she wasn't delivering it with enough conviction or whatever.
I guess I don't know. I felt like a disconnect sometimes in some
Well,
of her lines.
Based on what I saw, I haven't actually seen the show, but based on because I follow a lot of other YouTubers, and based on what I've heard, what I saw, you know, a lot of actual fans, not the YouTubers themselves, but like, you know, the weaves with the body pillows and the pink wigs and they'll understand me in Japan. But then you got like the Japanese guy in the background going,
This motherfucker's weird, man.
It's weird, man. It's weird.
they're gonna bitch about everything. Unfortunately, look, when it comes to making a live action series, when it comes to making a movie, not everything is gonna be fucking practical from the anime,
No.
from the cartoon, from the video game. Not everything's gonna work. Not everything, the gravity defying hair, the loose fit clothing, it's not gonna work in a real life setting. I understand her costume was different. It wasn't what a lot of people wanted, but that is as close as they had they were able to get with the budget they had, and it actually it's practical. It's easier for her to move in, because you got to understand that back in the day, especially when Willem Dafoe and the guy that plays Doc Ock, I forgot his name,
Alfred Molina.
Oh yeah,
Alfred Molina, when
I like this.
when they talked about superhero costumes, they said it took 8 hours for them to get their suits put on, and they could hardly move. They were not practical at all. The way things
William
are
Dafoe
done now,
especially.
Willem Dafoe. He said it took him 8 hours to get his suit put on him, and it had to be piece by piece. Now the suits look better, they feel better, they can move in them, and they just slide them in and out.
Yeah, thank God for 3D printing, because all they got to do now is like they got to scan like the actual physical body of the actor or whoever's playing the role, and
Get
then
the
they just fit it
dimensions on it.
according there. Exactly, get the dimensions, and then boom, take it from there. I mean, now rolling off of like Jesse's thing, the Doc Ock with Spider-Man 2, when they were filming it, I still love the practical effects, especially the puppeteering. I still love that to this day. But I understand that it does put a strain on the actual physical acting of the character that they need to portray, you know, make it menacing, but also, you know, practical at the same time. But now with No Way Home coming out, they actually explained that Alfred Molina was on this crane that, you know, he had no control over. It was just automated to like move to make it look like the tendrils or the tentacles are the ones making him walk.
Yeah, and all he had to do is like mean mug at the camera.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah, he also has to twitch and everything to make it seem like he's giving control to the tentacles as well, which I seriously like. Like, it's amazing how much CGI has improved to an extent.
To an extent.
And most movies today, because it's just like back then, like if you look at CGI, I mean, obviously, you know, the earliest form of CGI was like 1957 or whatever the year that King Kong came out in America. The black and white film, that was like their form of CGI.
It was.
Yeah.
That was their form of CGI.
But no, back to Faye Valentine. Like that's like I didn't have a complaint about her look at all.
Oh, yeah,
and the actress did a great job.
Oh yeah,
she
really
looked good.
You
Also-
need her to be sexy and sassy. She was sexy and sassy.
And it's
Also,
like this one dude this one guy. I was watching Sonic for Hire, and they had this guy say, "Oh, she looked good enough to eat."
What the fuck?
Something else I really enjoyed watching the
Look,
series
watch
is
Sonic for Hire.
But no, something else I really enjoyed watching the series is like the chemistry between the three of them, between Faye, Spike, and Jet. Like it comes off a little bit sillier than the anime, but you still have fun watching them interact.
Especially
Yeah,
when like
that
John chose Spike, like just straight up saying like, "Hey, let me use this for example." He's like, "Hey, can I please just like shoot her once, just once, please?"
No.
It's just like
No,
like
we need her.
the tension between that and Faye, it's just like, oh my god, this is hilariously fun. Just keep it going, please. I want to see how much they can piss
Like,
off each other.
the way that came off with the little bits that I did manage to watch reminds me and the way that it was shot, the way it came, the way it was designed. You'll forgive me if it doesn't quite land. It's got that Robert Rodriguez, Quentin Tarantino grindhouse style, like the like Planet Terror style of cinematography.
I was wondering if someone caught on to that.
caught on to that. And so I'm like, okay, I'm not imagining this shit, am I?
Nope.
No.
Okay,
so you see it too? Kind of Spy Kids, but adult and crazy. Yeah.
It's like if Spy Kids and
visuals.
Desperado had a baby.
Exactly.
The
They
visuals
forgot
of
Planet
the show
Terror.
are
Are you
fucking
talking about
amazing, too.
are you talking about like the Grindhouse movies?
Yeah, Planet Terror, and then what's his face? Death Proof.
But no, Josh brings up a good point. The visuals of the series is also fucking superb. Anytime
It's
you see
good.
your ship
Because
travel-
if you remember in the anime of Cowboy Bebop, the visuals, the background, the ships, they look pretty decent. They don't look as old.
It's
and
hard
as
to fuck
worn.
up ships. It's hard to fuck up
hard to
inanimate
fuck up
objects.
ships in anime. But in the live action version, they actually look worn. They look well lived in. They look like they've been around for years and years, and it looks fucking fantastic.
That's the thing. I love attention to detail like that when it comes to CGI or animated ships like that. It's just when you get the rust just right in certain areas, I'm like, oh yeah, I live for that. I want to see. I want to see the meteor dents. I want to see where the rocks hit on that ship. I want to see the scratches. I want to see where exactly is the most ugliest part of the ship. I want to be like, that's beautiful.
Yeah,
that is beautiful.
Absolutely.
I have a question about. This is probably
Jesse, could you turn the sound
sorry.
off of that? I don't want to get taken down.
No, but
What was
Go
the
ahead.
question?
I don't even know. I'm not even playing this thing. Why is it still on? I thought it would turn off by now.
vibing. You're vibing.
Dude, ever since I got my concussion, I cannot fully function anymore. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
That.
Good
I've
question,
had
man.
concussions. They
What,
suck.
what was your question?
I forgot already.
Oh my god.
Damn it.
Oh no.
Goldfish memory.
Here we go.
Do they explain? You're probably going to address this later on, but do they explain why the show is canceled?
They don't explain why the show is canceled. It's very faithful to the source material. The pacing is a little off here and there, but it's a really decent show if you want a different take on Cowboy Bebop. It's a live action adaptation. It's not a 1-for-1 remake. Like the episodes are like 45 minutes, give or take, to an hour. And like this is what Mustafa Shakir said the other day about
The effortless one.
Yes,
I love that.
the effort.
That's
Honestly.
I love this shot
I love
of
this
him
actor,
too.
man.
This-
He played
this is
Bushmaster in Luke Cage.
Yes. So this is his take on the canceling. He said, "Was it a cool opportunity? What a cool opportunity, right? I got to play Jet Black, phenomenal Jet Black. I'll never not be him, so to speak. That's badass of me. Netflix went balls to the walls for us in order to get it done, which they really did. They really looked out for us when shit hit the fan, that being the pandemic. But at the end of the day, business is business, and this was a big ship that needed a lot of fuel." Shut up. Maybe the haters and the critics got us. Maybe it wasn't as good as we all thought. I really don't think that's true. All I know is we got this done under the craziest conditions, and I'm proud for what we did. Thank you for dreaming with us. See you, Space Cowboys.
I love that
Oh,
ending note.
man.
I love that
Dude!
ending note.
That was such a
How
nice
the
letter,
fuck?
man. I like that.
How in the like? Okay, part of me, and you'll notice that when I get on a fucking soapbox, I get on it. It's tough to get me off. This a-hole over here, and our actual third co-host, Angel Mendez, if you were here, they need to pull me off, kicking and screaming.
Hey, I also get on the soapbox too.
Yeah, but we let you finish. With me, you guys have to pull me kicking and
Hey,
screaming.
I'm gonna let you finish. but
But you finish. All right, gotta finish. Yeah, finish, please. Gotta finish.
All
Okay,
right,
I'll finish.
I'm gonna let you finish, but
No, all right, buddy. No, for real. No, like that fucking level of heart from this guy. And obviously, John Cho, he's a fucking professional. He brought Sulu back. All right?
Mhm.
He brought sexy back in Hikaru Sulu. And I don't give a damn what anyone says about those Star Trek movies. When he's on,
Those
he's fucking Hikaru Sulu, and he whipped ass, and he was smooth the whole way. Every
Mhm.
single moment he was on, he shined.
oh yeah.
And John Cho, he did a great job in those movies. This motherfucker, he's got heart over here. I like I said, I didn't get to see much of the.
I
Cowboy
can
Bebop.
vouch for both of them. I think as far as acting goes for the Cowboy Bebop Netflix series, John Cho and Mustafa Shakir, they stood out the most.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
definitely,
What about the chick who played Faye? What's her name?
Daniela
She
Pineda.
was freaking badass. I
She was
loved her.
badass.
Oh yeah, no, of course she. I'm like just from the bits of it, I know that she was like she clearly put the effort in to look and come off as badass as possible. Clearly, it wasn't something that she was like probably like used to, because just from some of the bits on her delivery. But that doesn't necessarily mean that she was bad at it. That means that she's
Right.
still unseasoned.
But if I can speculate a little bit. By the
We can
way,
speculate.
I want to acknowledge the fact that Jose gets to finish and Fawn doesn't. That was said earlier.
It's true.
Eventually, we'll let you finish.
Shut the fuck up, let me finish.
The good news.
Every
the
time we
good
go down
news
to
is-
when I tell you,
If
then
you're
I'm
just
gonna tell
joining,
you, that's
but,
good.
okay, but here's the thing, and I think I know what's going on. I actually believe that it has nothing to do with the reviews, the critics, the fans, any of that.
I think it might
This
be
is-
the
I
budget.
honestly think it has something
This
to
shit
do with the
looks
fans
glossy as
because
hell.
I think it has something to do with the fans because I remember like talking to a couple of my coworkers at work who saw this series, who are fans of Cowboy Bebop. They said that, oh, well, if you haven't watched it already, I mean, don't go in there with high expectations. Prepare to be disappointed. It's like, okay, well, I mean, it's a Netflix adaptation. It's a live adaptation of an anime, a beloved anime. I'm not going. Obviously, I'm not going in there with high expectations. Dragon Ball Evolution was a prime example of what it meant to go in there with high expectations. But
Dragon Ball
when I
Evolution
saw
was
it,
patient zero.
Sir,
See, that's just it. Everybody
violence
throws
today.
it. Everybody says like, oh, if it's not like the greatest thing ever, then like there's only two scales of a live action adaptation. Either everything is Dragon Ball Evolution and it's shit and it's for like fucking trash fire, or it's the greatest thing of all time ever forever. And so far none have hit that, except maybe Aaliyah Battle Angel.
Super Mario. Did everyone forget that Super Mario Brothers the movie is a thing?
No, of course not. Who can forget?
Oh,
that?
you mean?
Who can
Oh, you
forget
mean?
that, Mario?
What
Oh,
Mario?
you mean
Mario's.
the plumber movie? That one plumber movie where they go somewhere to fight a mushroom strip looking dragon thing.
They go to
Yeah.
an alternate universe Jurassic
It's
Park.
Mario, and Luigi Mario. We're the Mario
Right.
brothers.
But no,
I
give me
He's
that-
like my brother,
look,
but he's also like my father.
Why did the dinosaurs? It still haunts me to this very day. Why did the dinosaurs have Brooklyn accents?
I told you last night when we had our shows because they were Brooklyn dinosaurs. That was Brooklyn 65 million years ago. All
Look,
right,
I
you
only
gotta have
watched-
Brooklyn dinosaurs.
Spot.
They're Brooklyn, so they gotta have Brooklyn accents, even though they're dinosaurs. They shouldn't
All
be
right,
able
folks,
to talk.
but getting back on the subject, yeah, no.
I
Let's not pretend that the fans, the angry fans who really don't like the Netflix Cowboy Bebop, let's not pretend they don't play a factor in this. I wouldn't be
Well,
surprised if there's a Reddit page dedicated to, we hate the Cowboy Bebop.
the
on
reason
Netflix.
I mean,
why I think there's more to it than that, because just for an example, do you remember the TV show that came on a long time ago? I think it was on Fox. It was called Terra Nova.
Nope.
Oh my god!
Barely.
I haven't heard of that show in a while.
I remember
so-
Earth 2, but not Terra Nova.
Okay, so if
But then
those
again,
of
I'm
you that
old.
don't know what Terra Nova is, it came out like maybe 15 years ago. It only had one
I'm
season.
older than that.
It's set in the future where the Earth has been destroyed by climate change
Us.
so much
Us,
that they actually
humans,
find a way to
being
travel to an alternate universe into a Earth that's still it's Earth, but it's in the past when dinosaurs are still around. And so they travel to this Earth to restart again. So that is essentially explain how humans are born into the planet.
Okay.
The show
fucked
was
up and made it
the
ourselves.
show was really good. It was amazing. It was well written. The dinosaurs looked great. The story was great. Everything about it was so good. It had really good reviews. People loved it. Unfortunately, though, the budget for the show was just too much for the studio to keep going on. That doesn't mean that it didn't make money. It had a budget of I think it was like $500,000 per episode, and they made more than that per episode. But unfortunately, these studios think profit more than art. So even if the Cowboy Bebop series wasn't, even if it's like the greatest thing in the world, if the budget is more and the profit is not enough, they will cancel the show. And I think that's what really went into it. They're thinking, okay, we're getting a lot of bad rep. We spent $10 million on the show and we've only made $15 million. Obviously, they made their money back and more, but they want like they want $1 million for every dollar that they spend.
They're over here trying to expect they're
It's
going to make
ridiculous.
like Marvel movie. They're going to
And
make like
honest-
Marvel money.
They're gonna blame the fans, but honestly, I think it has to do with look. This show cost us a lot of money. We don't believe that it's already made our money back, but this isn't the amount of money that we wanted. We wanted $100 million for $1 million spent.
The problem
So-
is that with that kind of thinking, like you can't have that when you work on a streaming platform that has zero
Unfortunately-
transparency. So like, okay,
Unfortunately,
how the hell are we
Netflix
supposed
is
to know how
publicly
much
traded.
is going to be made?
Netflix is publicly traded, so they have investors, producers, and people that have a say in the matter. And these
I mean, you got other
people-
shows like Arcane and then Castlevania that also, had such like a huge budget, and yet they like
They're huge
Castlevania
for
already got like
animation. There's the
huge, yeah.
difference.
But that
Well,
being
I
said,
mean-
whatever the case may be, I honestly liked the storyline and the narrative that they went with the Netflix series of Cowboy Bebop. I thought it was pretty fun. One thing I do want to point out, and this may be borderline spoiler alert, is there was one episode that they included. It's the next before the last episode where it's basically a flashback episode, and it flushed out everything that happened in the past with Spike and the main antagonist.
Rhinestone Cowboy.
And I like that. I thought that was very much needed.
Did they show the part where he knocks up Deku's mom?
Ha. Very cute.
Yeah,
Yes, I am.
Oh my
yeah,
god.
I guess my final thoughts on this
That
is
theory.
I liked the show, and I'm very upset that they're not going to be able to continue to tell more of the story.
Well, no,
Same.
you should rejoice because the true fans have succeeded. The real fans of the real Cowboy Bebop are victorious. And if you even like that for 5 seconds, then
Look,
you're not a real fan.
not
and
to sound
forever.
not to sound like a not
Oh.
to sound like a downer or anything.
Yeah, no.
But
Go
what
ahead
is
and give me
this-
that dirty look. That's what every one of these a-holes has been saying.
What does this say about the One Piece live action series that's coming out?
I'm sorry, what?
Oh, yeah, there's a live action One Piece in production.
Yeah, man, this is
Oh Jesus Christ.
been news
And a
for
Yu Yu
a
Hakusho
couple
one.
weeks. And
Okay,
a
Yu
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 Hakusho,
Hakusho, I wouldn't
yes.
be I wouldn't be against, but One Piece, that's a lot of fucking shit to get into because I just
Honestly,
realized
It's still going.
yeah, I know.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, but I kind of saw this coming because look at Full Metal Alchemist and look at Bleach.
What?
Well, hang on a minute. First of all, I liked the live action Bleach. Full Metal
I
Alchemist,
still
I
have
had
yet to watch
fun
it.
Where's
watching
where
it.
where's season 2?
Wait, what do you mean?
Where's
Bleach
season
has
2
a
of
Netflix
Bleach?
live action series. There's no season 2.
I thought it was a
I
movie.
thought it was a movie.
Yeah, that was
It's
a
a
movie, man.
Yeah, okay, it's a movie. They're both movies, but there are no sequels. Every time they make a live action anime series, they never make a sequel. They never make a second season. They never make anything. They always make the one.
I mean, there was the Attack on Titan movie, but
We're not talking about that.
No,
but
it wasn't.
yeah, no.
that was really a two-parter. That really wasn't like an actual sequel.
I could make a better movie putting on a dinosaur costume and smashing up Legos.
See,
I mean, that's
Okay.
basically Velocipaster.
there's two movies that I would say definitely passed the test of like, okay, this is a good adaptation. First off, obviously, Battle Angel Alita.
Hell yeah.
Yes,
No one's gonna
Definitely.
argue with Alita. Like that was wow. That was
Still
really
waiting
good.
on that sequel.
and yeah, for real. Give me Alita 2. Hashtag Alita 2.
By the way, I told Josh I want to do this real quick. I'm going to keep it brief.
Yeah.
Resident Evil: Welcome to Raccoon City official review from Jesse Goku G5E. 4 out of 10. All right, end of review. sucks.
The second, y'all can probably crucify me on that, whatever. I liked the live action Ghost of the Shell film. I liked
That
it.
was really good.
Now,
I thought it was pretty good. Yeah.
I liked it.
I'm with you.
like I know it's not 100%, and I know people crapped about Scarlett Johansson, but like they gave an explanation on it. They explained
Yeah.
why it's just an angle, but it's an artificial body. The
Yeah,
original,
isn't that also explained in the anime? Like it's a robot.
yeah,
Move on.
exactly.
Yes.
And she's exactly like they explained it in the anime, in the manga. It's a robot body. It's
I'll
meant
get
to
you a new
look
one.
as like
I'll get you
non
a new one.
fucking what's the word?
I want a new one.
Non specific to a region as possible. Just a very sexy purple haired busty babe.
In fact, Juan,
Juan-
correct me if I'm wrong, but the original creator of Ghost of the Shell, didn't he also give his stamp of approval?
Yeah.
I thought he
Shirma
did. Yeah.
Samune. He
At
gave,
this point, guys,
Shirma
you're just-
Samune gave the thumbs up. Mamoru Oshii, who made the movies, gave the thumbs up.
They
Everybody
did.
who
They
made, they loved it. So I don't see why people have like any sort of crap on it just because Scarlett Johansson not Japanese enough.
People like to bitch and whine about everything.
But no, like to this day, I will hold up Ghost in the Shell as good as an adaptation, as a live action adaptation, as you can get. Alita clearly above that in just sort of class and scope and the way you did that.
Dude,
But since we brought up Grindhouse stuff, of course it was directed by Robert Rodriguez. The motherfucker knows how to move his shit. Of course it's gonna look good.
dude, you have a better chance of explaining an ass whooping to these weaves that have never been in a fight than you have explaining to as to why that decision wasn't a bad one.
Wait, which decision was the bad one?
The making what's her face for
Scarlett
Ghost of the
Johansson.
Shell. Yeah, Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah.
You can
I will
explain
say
it-
this as
Okay,
part of the closing note.
Let me put it this way: Bateau was supposed to be Japanese as well. I didn't hear anybody shitting on the Danish actor they got there. Oh yeah, people forget that. Oh, we're only going to focus on the one headline actress who isn't Japanese, but we're not going to talk about the number one guy who she's supposed to rely on for her backup, who is in the manga also supposed to be Japanese, but they have a Danish actor instead. Nobody shit
Also-
about
also
that.
the
I didn't hear
fucking-
anybody crapping about Bato.
Also, the fucking director of their organization.
Section 9. He was Japanese. He was a comedian. Beat, right?
Yeah.
What's his name?
Yeah.
He was all Japanese. He 100%. And what do you call it? People didn't say, "Oh, he didn't look like a baboon enough." I don't hear people complaining that that Chief Aramaki didn't look enough like an old baboon man, because that's the old joke that they have in the anime and the manga, that he looks like like an old baboon, but he's clearly an old Japanese man. I don't hear people shitting about that.
As usual, a typical rambling from the babbling, bumbling band of baboons. That is.
I love your
Thank you,
fucking
man.
passion, man. I am loving your passion.
Thank you.
It's just the Weasley twins incarnated.
Except
there
we're
you
both
go.
alive.
Hey.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Getting back
Too
on
soon.
Uh,
Too soon. Really? We're gonna say
No.
that?
No.
Getting back
I
on
wasn't
the
gonna say
subject
shit.
of the Netflix Cowboy Bebop, there was one thing I really didn't. One thing I really didn't like, and that was the big surprise reveal of the character at the end of the first season. And I think you know what I'm
Yeah.
talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
That was a big
They
miss.
pulled a Resident Evil. Resident Evil did that exact same shit.
Really?
Yeah. Spoil. Who gives a shit? Don't watch. The
Who gives a shit? No one's
Who
watching.
gives a
Ada
shit?
Wong doesn't show up into the post-credit scene.
Who is she supposed to be?
She's supposed to.
Really?
the
You don't
girl
know
that
the
Aeon-
fucking Ada Wong, bro?
No.
Oh,
She-
baby.
She is the one
Oh,
that
baby.
rescues Wesker and then like turns him and infuses his body with the T virus.
Oh,
fever.
okay.
Like,
Yeah,
so
and
I,
he
she's
I
comes
know
to
who
Wesker.
Ada Wong is. I just didn't know what her character was in the movie.
Oh, no,
No,
in the movie
Ada
she's
Wong.
Ada Wong still, but like
Oh,
Wesker
Wong.
was a fuck boy.
Wong.
Wesker was a fuck boy, and Leon was they fucked Leon up. They turned him into a bitch.
oh yeah. They
Oh,
definitely
boy.
fucked Leon up. They definitely fucked Leon up.
Now, I will say this as a closing note for the topic. This actually has me worried for. I mean, I'm already on kind of like on the fence with like the live adaptation that's already being finished. I assume it's being finished. This has me worried about the Last Airbender series because
Oh, I've been worried about that for a
Oh
long
no,
time.
it's everyone's already concerned because the
the original
left.
creators left. But it's like this: if they're gonna pull this shit with like Cowboy Bebop, I mean, I can only assume they're gonna do the same shit for Airbender as well.
Sir, if
It's gonna be another Shyamalan
my-
They
thing.
say they
if I
wanted
watched
sexy
the-
Game of Thrones shit going on with what's her face and Aang. Like, guys, no, they're children. Let's relax a little.
Look. I watched the last Airbender, and they had like 10 Earthbenders dancing and doing martial arts, and there's just like one boulder floating by like that. One
Very slow.
boulder.
Slowly too.
That wasn't even a boulder. That was just straight up a rock.
That was a rock. That was,
You're a rock
that was- they're all doing this. Here comes one fucking rock. And
I will
I
say
still
this.
laugh at it
all
to
the
this
way
day.
Big rock.
I will
And
say
I'm
this:
like-
if it turns out to flop worse than the M. Night Shyamalan's movie of The Last Airbender, then we have a problem.
if they
Yeah.
can do more, if they have a bunch of people dancing and doing martial arts, and they can move more than just a fucking rock, the movie will be 100 times better than the last Airbender. I promise you.
Oh, absolutely.
They didn't even get the names right. Ong. Somebody didn't watch the fucking cartoon.
Soka.
Sokka.
Stop.
I'm gonna
Stop.
sock him.
I'm so glad they didn't introduce Suki because I can only imagine what they would have fucking done with her.
Hawkeye. There.
I don't know. It's M. Night Shyamalan. We can only think.
The penis hair.
What's a twist?
She got
Yeah, what's-
redemption though. She came back as a Sami, so I give her that.
Yeah.
But
All right.
anyways,
Anyways, so yeah. I guess moving on from there. Oh, so the next thing I really
move on
want
to the
talk
next
about
rage
is,
topic.
Yeah, next thing I really want to talk about is something that everyone has been wanting to have confirmed for a while, and that is if Daredevil is going to be canon in the MCU, and Marvel boss Kevin Feige has confirmed that Charlie Cox, mind you,
The goats.
Charlie Cox is going
The
to be
goat.
returning as Daredevil.
Oh, dude,
goat.
that would be awesome.
Wait,
Oh, man.
but here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. We broke this news when it slipped. here on this very podcast. Remember, we even talked about it. We said they're bringing them in for a soft reboot. The Netflix shows are going to be 50% canon, but they're going to be configured to work with the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And he was already signed to come back as Daredevil, and all of his friends. What are his friends' name? The girl and the guy.
Jessica Jones, Luke Cage.
No, not
Iron
them.
Fist is
The
not.
League-
I'm talking about
Foggy.
Foggy, yeah.
Foggy and them are supposed to be coming back in
her name is
another.
Kate,
So-
Karen, one of the two.
It's slipped that they're coming back. Not Daredevil himself, but the other people are coming back on another Disney Plus Marvel TV show.
Yeah.
I mean, we already got Kingpin about to show his freaking face on Hawkeye in either this episode or next week.
I'm ready for him to show his hamburger loving ass.
Vincent
out here.
D'Onofrio.
We already got
no.
his hand and a chuckle.
No, okay. We could say what we want about it, but Joe, if you would, lose that, give that mean mug. Still not as terrifying as Vincent D'Onofrio as the Kingpin.
I am not here to threaten you. I am here to kill you.
I'm not here to threaten you. I am here to kill you. It's fucking horrifying, man.
Dude,
Like,
that
this is
was
like
horrifying to
Michael
watch
Clark
when I
Duncan, who
first
did a
saw
good job
that.
as a Kingpin for the movie, but yeah.
Like Michael
No,
Clark
yeah.
Duncan, you can't knock on Michael Clark Duncan, but Vincent D'Onofrio.
Vincent brought his fucking A game,
I
to,
do not
especially
want to meet him
in
down
the
a dark alley.
SUV scene where he's just straight up like,
Oh yeah. Mhm.
bro, like, oh man, I was like terrified. I was
It was
cold. I
terrifying,
was
man.
cold. I was literally cold.
Yeah.
I didn't know what to do. I was just like, whoa. Well, like I
I'm
actually had to turn my
my-
head away. I was like, oh my god.
fingers are actually starting to get chilly from thinking about this motherfucker.
Good.
All right.
Like I have
Good
never
shit.
felt that way about the Kingpin since reading Ultimate Spider-Man when he first showed up. And Ultimate Spider-Man Kingpin is terrifying.
Really, very much so. I honestly think that this story, this confirmation, also confirms the fact that he might actually be in Spider-Man: No Way Home, because we got that
Oh, of
leaked
course.
image of him
Of
sitting
course.
around. So yeah,
Of course.
it's perfect timing.
If
That
I-
would be an awesome reveal, yeah.
If I may, on one thing, the one reveal / discredited reveal, which is bullshit, of Andrew Garfield showing up at the end in his amazing Spidey suit, and there was actually some a-hole who was going all around creation, all around YouTube and on the talks which tick, saying, hey, here's how I fooled the world into thinking Andrew Garfield's in Spider-Man No Way Home.
I
And
think
he
we
went
actually
through this whole-
talked about this not too long ago, didn't we?
Probably.
Like I could
Yeah,
have sworn we
well-
talked about it on this podcast, but yeah, I know which video you're talking about.
Yeah, like that there was like a video of this one dude who like went through all this shit and like, oh, hey, then this is how I cropped it in to make it look like it's Andrew Garfield on here, folks. So haha, take that. I'm
Like obviously you don't know how
I don't think
deepfake
so,
works,
buddy.
my dude. That's not how deepfake works.
that's like I don't know, I don't know, buddy. That's something smells rotten in Denmark. I don't think so.
sus, my dude. That is really sus.
Yeah, but that being said,
Yeah.
I'm really excited for Daredevil, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna have no problem like transitioning into like Disney Plus into the MCU show.
Oh, yeah,
Please.
no,
Absolutely,
by far.
yeah.
This has been
Please.
something that has been long overdue. Long overdue. I mean, I'm thankful that they're bringing in the Netflix shows and everything. But as far as like Agents of Shield, I mean, if I understand this correctly, Agents of Shield is no longer canon to the actual
No.
MCU universe.
Until unless I hear Kevin Feige say otherwise, I'm still considering it canon.
Well, no, they said
Because
after
I
the
was-
first season it's no longer canon.
Oh, the final season?
First season.
First season,
First season.
because that's
Mm,
when the MCU actually affected Agents of Shield, like with Hydra being Shield.
I don't know.
What?
Mm.
I don't know how I feel about that because that's the thing. Like that's the thing. The whole thing about when they were building up to Age of Ultron, even Nick Fury said, "Oh, I had a favor." You know, someone along the lines. They didn't mention who in the movie in Age of Ultron when the helicarrier was revealed.
Dug it up with
But-
the help from some old friends. She's dusty, but she'll do. The old friends being the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Agents of
And
Shield,
in
fucking
the episode-
Coulson.
And yeah, in the episode like preceding that, they show like a little flashback of Coulson and Agent Patton Oswalt opening up like a bay door and showing the old helicarrier like being dusted off and being loaded with gear and with people. Like, hey, how the hell are we keeping this a secret? Like, you don't want the answer to that question, pal. It's really a bunch of paperwork. Can we just get to the part where we're awesome?
And to quote Deadpool, that's lazy writing.
It was meant to be a right.
What if it was Deadpool that hooked him up because the helicarrier was in Deadpool?
It was.
Maybe.
That's the thing. They kind of
A
fucking threw a
helicarrier.
bone. They threw a bone in Deadpool 2016, and it's like, oh, wait, that looks oddly familiar. Where have I seen this before? Let me Google image that. That's a helicarrier, guys.
And the guy, one of the henchmen, he recognizes, what do you call him, like Frank or something like that. He was
Bob.
he was
Hydra Bob.
Hydra Bob. Yes, you're right.
He was in the MCU, so I think maybe it's more with the Daredevil being. I mean, not Daredevil. I'm sorry, Deadpool being connected more. Because
The
you
only
can
way
go
I-
either
I
way.
don't know. Something like
And
that.
I love
does
how
get
Deadpool
scripted
can get
up
away
for
with
us.
it. I love how Deadpool can just get away with
Deadpool
that.
can get away with anything.
Deadpool gets away with a lot of
He
shit.
gets away with a lot.
Which,
Well,
you know
that
what this has me thinking? This has me thinking for the third Deadpool installment. I mean, obviously we already know what happens at the end of Deadpool 2. He gets
Time machine.
he gets the time machine thing. And he's like going back fixing shit. So who knows if he also played into the whole variant situation with the TVA thing? Because he might have just realized, oh shit, wait, what the fuck is this place? Because I can only assume that they're planning to do this for Deadpool 3. They're going to show a scene where he's doing the whole time travel thing. They're going to do a montage, and then they're going to show Deadpool in the TVA facility. And it's like, oh wait, I'm not supposed to be here. Then gets out. And then
you
he's
don't
in the
understand.
MCU.
I don't belong here. It's a bum rap. Fuck this. I'm out of here.
It's like, where the
amazing.
fuck is Colossus? Where the fuck is Xavier?
Honestly, I think the when they were writing Deadpool, they were writing it with the intention of, hey, just everyone relax. We'll be in the MCU soon enough. Because
What the fuck is a guy doing with a Winter Soldier arm in here?
yeah, like Kevin Feige was like, man, I wish Deadpool was in the MCU, and Ryan Reynolds like, got you, fam.
It's amazing how much the MCU has expanded with a lot of surprises with talks of Daredevil coming over to Disney Plus, and spoiler alert, and the end of the Eternals, where they revealed that they're gonna have Black Knight and Blade coming to the MCU.
So we got Masahara Ali as Blade showing up, man.
Dude, chill
going
with
back to
the Deadpool 2.
Wait, do I hear music or am I going nuts?
Yeah, you're hearing Deadpool 2 music, the opening.
Oh yeah, by the way, we're hearing Deadpool 2 music.
I have to. It sets the scene, man.
Hey man, hey, Disney can contact you now.
Honestly,
They'll own you.
They can
Spider-Man,
try.
they were talking
I'll
about
stop.
WandaVision. So originally it was supposed to be WandaVision, Multiverse of Madness, and then Spider-Man, but the pandemic fucked everything up.
Yeah.
So they rewrote it to where it's WandaVision, Spider-Man, and now Multiverse of Madness. These three projects are going to change everything for the MCU. And
Yeah, they said that, yeah.
Like, it just clicked earlier today for me. And you can correct me if I'm wrong. The events of WandaVision and of Loki are supposed to they're all sort of taking place concurrent, yes?
They
Yeah.
are. Yeah, someone did like a whole compilation of on a
Right.
YouTube video that shows the event.
And what's his face?
Kang the
No Way
Conqueror.
Home. That basically supposed to be happening almost immediately after the end of Far From Home, right? Because it's we see a
the opening of the movie is right after Far From Home, but
It's a direct sequel. It's a direct moment.
We do get a
it's
time
directly
skip.
after, but there's a week time skip.
A 1 week
Yeah,
time skip?
Yeah,
One
because he
week later.
He's like,
That
because he
means-
does bring up that the week that he told her that he was Spider-Man has been like,
That means okay, all right. All this is all still happening. Like in Far From Home, all that takes place 6 months after the end of Endgame, all within the year of the MCU 2023, right?
Yeah.
No. Here's actually what happened. Here, I'll
What-
actually
what-
explain this to you
Help
right
me
now.
out.
Okay, so Endgame obviously happens in 2023. It actually is a year after, because Falcon and the Winter Soldier supposedly takes place like in the spring of 2024. Because 2023 Endgame, that was in the fall, I believe. It's 6 months after. Then Falcon and the Winter Soldier happens first. And then following that is Spider-Man No Way Home, because that's summer of 2024. and then or sorry, Far From Home, No Way Home, summer 2024. Then Hawkeye, which is happening Christmas 2024, and then
Hawkeye's
that's
supposed to be
correct.
a couple years after.
No.
Spider-Man.
Hawkeye is 2024. Christmas
So 1 year after
2024.
Endgame.
Yes, exactly.
Alright,
1 year after
That
Endgame.
kind of throws a wrench in what I was bringing up, because what I can't realize was like the year in which the storyline of X-Men Days of Future Past is supposed to be happening is their version of 2023 as well. So year 2023/2024, with all this wibbly wobbly timey wimey bullshit happening, somebody help me out.
Okay,
Was
so
it
X-Men,
all just
everything that's
bad
happened in
public-
X-Men,
Everyone, don't get cross-eyed.
it's from what I understand, it's not canon. It's just legacy.
Okay, but is it though?
That's the thing. I feel like Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness is going to do some weird shit.
Microphone, damn it.
Honestly, what Marvel could do, and I know some people are going to probably get upset about
shit.
this, but Marvel could pull a DC, like you know how they did with the TV shows where Supergirl, Black Lightning were all like different universes,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and they would cross over for like a big event, and then eventually their universes were combined into one. I think Marvel's going to go in that direction with Kang.
That's the
It'd be-
thing.
it'd be
That's the thing. That's
Battleworld.
it. Just
That's the only way
That's the
they
thing
can bring
because
it
Secret
to-
Wars and Secret Invasion, it's happening. It's going to happen, which I can only assume they're going to do the Battleworld arc, which there will be the Ultimate Universe, which there would be like the other Marvel universes, X-Men, Fantastic Four, Deadpool. They're going to merge that into one cohesive universe and fix the whole timeline, because I get the feeling that Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness is going to expand on the whole can of worms that just happened in the events of Loki. And then following Multiverse of Madness is Loki season 2, which I don't know how they're going. It's weird how they're trying to play this all together, but it's going to. I can only assume it's going to traverse into like multiple branches into one timeline yet again, because you got a benefactor, which is also Eternals. Who knows where the fuck Eternals takes place?
And all
Because they didn't. They
didn't
just said present day. They just said present day. They didn't really give us a timestamp, unless someone out there on the YouTube video actually has, information of like a newspaper clipping or whatever in the movie that says what year it's taking place. Shit already happened because
You know
it's a
what?
post
Yeah.
Endgame story to begin with, but we don't know when.
Yeah, no, the folks who are running the Marvel Studios, like they need to be a little more clear as far as the timeline goes with these movies, because hey man, it's easy to get confused.
Like, forgive me if I'm wrong, but isn't the Ultimate Marvel comics timeline, isn't that the one where what's his face? Who was it who ate the wasp and killed her or something?
Hulk?
No, it wasn't Hulk. It was like
No.
Abomination. Who was it? It was like, okay, that was kind of needlessly gory. It's horrible. But like, fucking really? Do we really want to evoke the Ultimate Marvel stuff to begin with? I mean,
that's based. It's what the movies are loosely based off.
do we though? Do we really?
I don't know.
Is that
Very
what we
loosely.
want to evoke?
Very loosely.
Very loosely.
I don't know.
If you squinted it hard
So,
enough, and maybe you get my prescription.
I think they're going to introduce the X-Men, not the entire team, but the rumor is that the Illuminati, which Professor Xavier is a member of, will be making an appearance in
Multiverse.
of Madness.
which I believe.
If that's the case, then like, if that's the case, at least one time, just to give him a little bit of fucking respect. I know that the TV series was kind of peepee, but let's just have if I remember correctly, the Illuminati included Black Bolt. So bring Anson Mount back on for one little shot in the beautiful black leather jacket on him, and have him come back one more time.
Agreed.
Let me
I know
see.
that
Inhumans was a thing. Inhumans was a thing that just went completely wrong.
Yeah. Not true. But that doesn't mean that he has to be that version of Black Bolt. I mean, just have like the world could use more Anson Mount. The motherfucking guy's he's one of those dreamboaty kind of dudes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
You know what I would love?
He does excellent Captain Pike.
You know what I would love now? Like getting back, like getting back on the topic of Charlie Cox being confirmed as Daredevil again.
Yes.
If they're going to go ahead and do that, I would love to see Chloe Bennett come back as Quake.
Yes.
I would love to see it like just
fucking
completely
Johnson.
soft reboot.
Yeah.
A soft reboot where they explain her
She
as
was
Daisy
awesome.
Johnson, like just know her as Daisy Johnson right off the bat. All right, not even as Quake, just Daisy Johnson helping out, whatever. And then turns out she comes into contact with the terraforming, like the
Terrigenist.
Terrigenist, yes, and then becomes Quake. I
Yeah.
would love to see that as as part of a Disney Plus series, because again, I loved her as Quake in the series, because the minute I found out her name was Daisy Johnson, I was like, we're getting fucking Quake. Oh my god,
It was
So-
beautiful. God, like it
Presentation wise, she did great.
She, like
did great.
her and Clark Gregg and Ming-Na, like the whole cast of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. We could say canon, non-canon, all we want. That cast was mwah.
You know who else was pretty awesome as a villain? Red Dalton.
Fucking
hell
Ward.
yeah,
Fucking great.
fucking Ward, man. I love
live for
Ward.
these reactions.
We're gonna have our first murder.
I found an article that talks about
Fucking
the
Ward.
Illuminati. It's from
Get these
inverse.com.
guys on every podcast, man. Get these guys on every podcast.
Would
Would
It's
you
a
say
great-
that he belongs in a psych ward?
Please, may I strangle him on your show?
I don't mind.
I mean,
Don't worry, he's going to curse.
hold on.
He's
Let
cast
me,
curse.
let me turn on my show too. I'm going to live stream this.
He's casting
I
curse.
only hurt because I care. Why?
Where'd the random hand come from?
Yes, dear. Sorry, dear. Won't happen again.
Oh, the wife stepped in.
Love
Yes.
you.
It's called restraint.
Restrain that, hobo.
She came in there. She came in there like the police, man.
Wow.
Indoctrinating them into a lifelong hell of debt and indecision.
That's okay. You know what? That's fine, because my girlfriend, she would be doing the same thing and be like, babe, chill. You're freaking out the children, being the cat and the dog.
Oh, my ex, she was white, but she picked up Latino traits, so she'd throw a chancla at me every now and then whenever I act up.
Oh fuck.
Good.
The magical
Oh,
chancleta
God, yes.
cannot be denied.
And it was such precision too. I'm like, you been hanging around my sister?
No, but just seeing the news that Charlie Cox is coming back, just
Right. No, that's
Yeah.
amazing, because he is like, in my, like, a lot of people can agree that he is one of the best people to ever play Daredevil. I mean, there's only been like what, 2 people,
Oh
There's
yeah.
only
but
been
like-
him
but
and Ben
he-
Affleck.
but
Him.
he portrays Daredevil like yes, when you see him, you're like, yes, this
My favorite
is
bit
Daredevil.
was his first like fight/talk with John Bernthal as Frank Castle as the fucking Punisher. It's like, no, bullshit. The two of them talking and actually like having
A
the
clash
debate
of
about-
ideologies,
Exactly.
yeah.
He's like, no, well, let me ask you something, Frank. Let me ask you what? What do you want? What about hope? Oh, fuck, bullshit. No, Frank, you got like, it was such desperation, even though he had his ass pinned down, chained down, couldn't defend himself to save his life, and he was trying to reason with the fucking Punisher.
You know,
John Bernthal better be next on the comeback
yeah,
list.
I was
swear
gonna
to
say,
God.
I would like
Oh,
to see
definitely.
John Bernthal's interactions with the other Marvel heroes about his ideologies. Like, because imagine, like if someone were to, like say for example, if Clint Barton were to call him out on his ideologies and his bullshit too. Like,
Oh no, they did no. Clint Barton's got no fucking room to talk.
You know
He's a
what?
fucking killer.
You know what would be like an awesome thing to introduce the Punisher, John Berthal's the Punisher, and just like out of nowhere, like no one knows this. I'm gonna call it right now. There's a new Captain America movie coming out with Sam Wilson.
Yep.
The post-credit scenes. It's a museum, right? A pair of legs walk into the museum looking at, the Captain America shrine and everything. We get a good look at the side profile. It's fucking John Berthal.
that would
Don't
be-
play with my heart like that, man.
Because
I-
here's the thing: the Punisher adored Captain America.
Captain
He
America,
respected the fuck out of that man.
Yeah,
I did.
Even in the freaking what's his face in the what do you call it? And like people like to crap on the comic issue where he shits on police officers who use the Punisher skull as their emblems. Like, no, you want a real role model? Go look at Captain America. He'll be happy to have you. You're not supposed to look up to me. I'm the type of motherfucker you guys are supposed to put down. If I
you guys
see,
supposed to fear me. Yeah.
like, if you motherfuckers, if I see any one of you fucking cops wearing my emblem or trying to rock that again, I'll fucking gun you down myself, and then we'll have a real problem. I remember that. Like, no,
Yeah,
like,
no, I remember that.
even then, he would always be like, "No, Captain America's the one you want. I ain't the guy to look up to. Don't you fucking dare bring
But
me
he's
into that."
right though. I
Yeah.
mean, he's
Yeah,
got
he's
a
right.
point.
He's absolutely
He
right.
really is.
That
Yep.
actually reminds me, like, even though none of the news leaks I saw have any substance, because hey, it's all rumors, all hearsay. I saw like several of them that apparently John Bernthal's Punisher is set to appear in a future Marvel series project for Armor Wars.
Oh fuck!
That'd be cool.
Shit.
Don't give him a fucking suit. He will eat things.
There are literally comics of the Punisher wearing a fucking Iron Man
Don't
suit.
fucking
They
use the
sell-
Punisher and Iron Man
They
suit. He
sell.
will eat you.
Hasbro sells an Iron Man Punisher helmet.
Oh
The
yeah,
Iron
it is.
Fist, yeah, they do. They really do. It's glorious.
Fucking
Dude, if it's
badass.
marketable,
Too.
they're gonna do it.
I just know that they better do the smart decision and just like either soft reboot Iron Fist or recast Iron Fist completely.
I'd say recast, please.
Soft reboot ought to do it. Like,
Yeah,
j-
I don't
like getting
have a problem with the actor.
I think the Daredevil one was definitely the one they really wanted to keep out of popularity. But
Yeah.
honestly, I can see them, and I am 75% sure they're gonna recast everyone. I think the only one, like, because I watched this guy on YouTube and he talks
I
about like, all
would
this.
rather not Kristen Ritter be recast. Kristen Ritter was freaking amazing.
she did
Uh,
great as Jessica
She was
Jones.
awesome.
I think the only one that
fucking
they,
Luke
I think.
Cage. Luke
the-
Cage. Oh my god, that is.
Well, I was getting to that
Martin
one.
Rock.
I was
Don't
getting
mess
to
with
that one. I think he is one of the ones they are strongly considering trying to re-sign for the MCU. But right now, you got to understand that they have so many superheroes coming out the pipeline
Mhm.
that, like, the big fight with Kang is already going to be a clusterfuck as it is.
Yeah, really.
And they they're struggling right now to figure out what they're gonna do about T'Challa, because they already said they don't want to recast him. But I think honestly that is a mistake. We're not. We got into that.
They
once.
have to recast him.
On that topic, Josh, isn't that one of the topics?
No,
That's
Talk
not what
about Black Panther.
no, it wasn't.
That's not,
one
what, that's not
No,
for today.
but one of the topics was related to the Marvel. One of the Marvel series is.
Are we not
Sis-
talking about?
We're talking about Hawkeye today.
Yes.
What the hell is this?
I'm looking at.
Okay, well then, my bad. I
What the hell?
No, it's
never
okay.
mind. Okay. So, in relation to the whole Black Panther thing, that's on me. On my bad. Yeah, I respect the decision, to say that they're not going to recast T'Challa, but at the same time, it's like it's kind of a dumb decision, in my opinion. I mean, yes, Chadwick Boseman played a very good T'Challa. He played a very phenomenal Black Panther, but at the same time, Black Panther is still a character that could be played by anyone.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay, but it's like I get it, we get it. Like it's a big hole in our hearts. It's a big hole for everyone who is a fan of Black Panther, the African American community, the actual African community. And he played a phenomenal role. Chadwick Boseman, everything that he touches, it's pretty much he has the Midas touch. But at the same time, it's like look at
Vibranium
Superman,
touch.
Batman, Hulk, Spider-Man. Anyone can play the character. Literally anyone can play the character. Look at how many James Bonds there were.
No, I get what you're saying. You're basically pulling the rug out of like future opportunities for anybody else who can take
Exactly.
the place of the Black
Well,
Panther.
the
Exactly.
reason why, and I agree 100%, they need to recast them, because the reason why I believe they need to recast them is because as a person of color, there isn't a lot of representation, especially for Latinos out there.
Mhm.
We don't have a lot of heroes. Who do we have? We have Blue Beetle, El Santo.
We're
Nacho
getting
Nova.
we're getting Oscar Isaac as Moon Knight.
That's
We have,
cool.
we have
count?
Nova.
he
Finally. Nova?
Where's that
Nova-
bitch Dormammu? I know
Nova,
it's
he's
got my
Mexican.
money.
Yeah, but
I like that.
How long has it been? Look at Endgame. I didn't really see any Hispanics.
Nova originally was supposed to be in Endgame. He was supposed to help out in the fight.
Nova was supposed to be in
Oh.
a lot of Marvel movies.
He was supposed to be in
and-
Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Yeah,
or
he was
supposed to be in Infinity
He was
War.
supposed to be in there for like since the first Guardians, right?
Yeah, but
I
they
figured like
didn't
when
want
they
him.
talked about Thanos decimating Xandar, I thought that was going to be the point where they were going to introduce Nova because he decimated Xandar for the freaking Power Stone.
Yeah, I think that that's something that Marvel Studios is cooking up right now, because and especially with all the new stuff that they're introducing. Like, I will give credit to the Eternals for one thing: them introducing like the god tier like beings of those who created the universe that can
Mhm.
serve as a plot point for a next Avengers movie.
If Eternals 2 does happen, I would love to them to explore Nova Corps or Nova in general, or more of the space characters that Guardians never really touched up more on.
They're probably going to hint at Galactus being a thing as well. In
Oh yeah, no,
I
there's
hope
there's
so.
no doubt in my mind, especially with the acquisition of Fox characters, X-Men, Fantastic Four, Deadpool. I mean, there's no way in hell they're not going to at least try to do Galactus, because after seeing, spoiler alert, for Eternals, after seeing the actual God himself, like right next to Earth, it's like, bruh, that is a celestial size. That is what
Yes.
Galactus should have been in that Silver Surfer movie. That's what he should have been.
I
well,
love it.
they kind of play like when Ultron in the What If series got all the stones and turned himself into the size of like a solar system or a
Yep,
galaxy.
he literally
Yeah.
ate a solar
He
system.
looked like Galactus a bit. Everybody thinks that they were playing like a homage to Galactus at that point, like
Yep.
kind of hinting at we're going to have Galactus in the near future. And and believe it or not, the Illuminati, it's saying here in inverse.com that the Illuminati might be getting their own Disney Plus series announced after Multiverse of Madness.
Which I would prefer.
Huh.
I would prefer
Interesting.
that over a Disney, like an
is-
actual Marvel movie.
Is it wrong for me to kind of be a little persnickety about Ultron and What If, only because it's not the sulky, sullen, manipulative voice of James Spader doing it?
Oh.
I know
I
he's
kinda-
pricey. I know he's working on the blacklist. I know he's busy, but I'm sure he could have spared a weekend or two to go into a booth and record a couple of lines.
Oh,
Uh,
for God's sake.
I can understand why they didn't do it, because it
He's
was
pricey.
the Vision voice.
Yeah.
Well,
So-
I mean, didn't they film these like a long time? They filmed these a while
did.
back.
Yeah, they did.
Because they still had Chadwick Boseman's voice for the episodes where Black
God
Panther
rest his soul.
and well, back to that as well. I mean, he is an inspiration to Black children to have somebody to look up to, a hero,
Oh, yeah.
somebody to aspire to be, someone that you can say, hey, I want to grow up to be like him. Because a
Mhm.
lot of us growing up, like we don't have, like my role model growing up, because there wasn't a lot of Latino representation, is Eddie Guerrero. Like I looked up to Eddie Guerrero.
Yeah,
And when
Shout
Eddie
out
I
Guerrero
He's an
died,
icon.
when
I
Eddie
would
Guerrero
say-
died, I cried. And the WWE has not been the same since he died.
For real.
what Disney needs to remember is that yes, Chadwick Boseman was a phenomenal Black Panther, but the actor can't outshine the character. The character
No.
has to always come first. If they have to get a new actor to play the role, that's what they got to fucking do.
Yeah, because it's like it doesn't make sense, because they just scratched the surface of T'Challa and now they're already planning on like killing him off out of respect for Chadwick Boseman. It's like, no, I would not want that to happen. I mean, yeah, I would like to see Shuri become Black Panther eventually, but not right now. It's still T'Challa's time.
The way they could do it and get away with it, because Black Panther
Multiverse.
2 is supposed to be different stories about Wakanda, they could actually write him off just for this one movie, saying that he's doing Avengers stuff, and then when they do Black Panther 3, bring him back with a different casted actor.
That is
I'm
a
not.
possibility.
I'm not even. I don't even like calling it Black Panther 2, because it's not Black Panther
Not
2.
Black
It's
Panther
just
2. It's Black
It's
Panther.
Wakanda the
it's
movie.
Wakanda
It's Wakanda the series.
Wakanda
So I just
forever.
wanted to be a Disney Plus series called Wakanda the series. Look into
And
Wakanda or whatever.
And I'm looking forward to seeing them explore Wakanda. I'm
Yeah,
very
me too.
interested. Like ever since I saw Black Panther, I've been so like interested in the backstory and the history and like the cultural significance of Wakanda.
Isn't that
I
so
love
weird?
that.
Isn't that so weird but so beautiful at the same time? Like in our review when Black Panther first originally came out over in the Ravens flock, I remember coming out and thinking like, "Oh my god, I want to go back home to Wakanda." I'm like, then I have to snap and like, "What the fuck? It's not even a real place. Even if it was, I wouldn't be like from Wakanda. What the hell?" But it's like it gives you that sense like there's a society. There's culture that lives here. There's people who lived here. There's life.
There's advancement, yeah.
Not just advance. No, like there's
Well, that's one
life
of
and there's a
them.
possibility for progress and for peace if you're in Wakanda, because that's like a shining beacon in the heartland of the cradle of human civilization, kind of thing. So I'm like,
I
dude,
I applaud you for holding back a Dave Chappelle joke.
I'm not gonna do a Dave Chappelle.
Oh, no, and I applaud you for doing that.
Now's not the time.
Okay.
Okay.
But that being said, they could just do what they did with Iron Man 2. For goodness sake, they recast Rhodey from Terrence Howard to Don Cheadle.
Terrence Howard turned out all right afterwards.
Yeah, I know. I'm just like, they did that. There was no problem.
Gained an empire.
Yeah, so screw it.
Yeah.
I actually
mean,
liked that decision. I liked that they recasted him because when what's his face was in there for the first one, I kept thinking of Hustle and Flow, and
I kept thinking. Look, here's the thing. When I saw Iron Man 1,
now that's all I could see.
when I saw Iron Man 1, I just remember him like, I was like a freaking young boy. I was a young lad at the time when I saw Iron Man, but I just kept thinking Terrence Howard. I was like, hey, look, it's the guy from Big Mama's House.
Tony. Sorry.
Oh yeah, that's great. Okay, yeah.
Next time, baby.
Oh no, there wasn't. I will give a
No.
credit for that one funny scene that they had with Terrence and Tony Stark, like getting drunk in the airplane.
Well, I'm just saying you can be more than that. No. You can do more than what you're doing now, Tony. As you got big booty bitches as
Dancing.
flight attendants about to dance in the background, like
Wait.
And a
Is this
pole.
wait. Are we complaining or are we praising? Because I love that.
Praising.
no, we're
Praising.
praising
I
it. We're
love-
praising
I'm
it.
giving credit that's one of the few scenes I liked with the Terrence Rhodey.
That was a
Don
great
Cheadle
scene.
Roadie's just Tony. I'm done with your shit. Knock it off. Grow up, man. Which is what he needed there. So
He's
that
like, I'm
works.
done. I'm done. I'm not doing this. Next thing you know, maybe one more drink.
Maybe one more
Yeah.
drink.
Okay, so
Maybe one more Avenger fight.
All right.
Okay, maybe one more suit.
All
Okay,
right,
now
all
I'm
right.
paralyzed.
All right, Juan.
Maybe one more battle.
What,
Yeah.
what, next subject. Let's go.
anyway, so yeah, moving on. Yes,
Moving
so
right
yeah,
along.
Black Panther to Black
You hold
Panther
my mic.
Wakanda Forever needs to be a Disney Plus series, not a movie. Anyways, so this past week we had a bunch of different trailers come out. We are going to get. Oh my God! What the hell? It's
Hello, Peter.
it's Hugo Strange.
I say that exact same.
Hello, everyone.
Dr. Hugo Strange. He didn't go to 6 years of evil medical school to be called Mr. Thank You.
Yeah.
We meet again, Dr. Pepper.
So this
Go on,
past week we had a bunch of different trailers come out. We're gonna get to the Game Awards and those trailers in a minute, but first I want to talk about
Game Awards
a
are still spineless, feckless dicks. But you're-
Already. Jesus.
I want to talk about two of the movie trailers that I'm really looking forward to. First being Sonic the Hedgehog 2.
Yeah, Roy.
Okay. I have a lot to say about this because I saw the Ravens flock, and apparently they don't know what the fuck the Master Emerald is.
I'm sorry, what?
How do you guys not know what the Master Emerald and Chaos Emeralds are?
Look, man, my knowledge only goes as far as the old school cartoons, including Sonic X, and playing some of the old video games. Okay.
It was-
Then
Dude,
how did
Sonic-
I not recognize the Master Emerald?
Dude, even Shadow the Hedgehog friggin' mentioned Chaos Emeralds a lot.
Yeah,
No,
I
but
know.
That was
there-
the
Chaos
entire
Emeralds.
point of
So
Sonic
just
X.
to let's just to share some.
It's like
context for the
taking
individual.
candy from a baby,
For-
which
there's
is
probably-
fine by me.
There's probably new audience members that don't know this, but there are 7 Chaos Emeralds, and then there is the Master Emerald, which is actually guarded by the Echidna clan that Knuckles is a part of. His family has guarded the Master Emerald for generations in the pyramid. Now, the Master Emerald has the power to stop the Chaos Emeralds and overpower them.
Yep.
The Master Emerald was introduced in Sonic 3 and was actually explored more in Sonic and Knuckles. However, they never actually go over the actual story of the Master Emerald until the Sonic Adventure games.
Really? Okay.
Okay.
AKA the game responsible for rolling around at the speed of sound.
Got places to go, gotta follow my rain.
So it could be the Master Emerald, but it also could be just one of the 7 Chaos Emeralds.
No, it's
Look,
not.
it's
Because
the
the
Master
Master
Emerald.
Emerald. No,
It's
because the
confirmed to be
Master
the Master
Emerald.
Emerald.
Right. Plus, the Master Emerald is much bigger. Like, this is the Master
Yeah.
Emerald in size comparison to Knuckles.
Okay.
Yeah, I was
gotcha.
gonna say like the Master Emerald look. It was pretty damn big for Eggman to be
And
standing
this
right
is what
next
it looks like. It looks exactly like it did in the movie.
Okay,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah,
I was
but
just
I was gonna
concerned
say,
that
if
you
it
know
wasn't-
with the movies they could bait and switch us.
Well, maybe, but if it's really a Chaos Emerald, that is one huge ass Chaos Emerald.
Yeah, it really is.
So the Emerald, the Master Emerald, is supposed to be bigger than the Chaos Emeralds because it has the power. It has a power greater than the 7 Chaos Emeralds combined.
and these are the Chaos Emeralds.
The Dragon Balls.
They're the Dragon Balls.
Oh my god.
AKA freaking pretty much everything that other series that try to replicate, trying to do this. Like, oh, we got the 7 Deadly Sins, or we got the 7 Chaos Emeralds, yada yada yada.
I also love that overseas.
6 Infinity Stones. There you go.
I love that overseas. This movie is being called Sonic the Hedgehog 2: Sonic versus Knuckles.
So essentially, it is.
That is actually a cool title.
This is combining Sonic 2, and Sonic 3 into one movie.
The
Sonic
Super
the
Hedgehog,
Hedgehog?
yeah.
I'm fine with that because it's like, yeah, we get to see Knuckles as a villain yet again, like how he was when he first got introduced. But they're gonna go ahead and turn around and be like, oh wait, what are you doing? Eggman's evil. Like, no, he's gonna save all of us. Blah blah blah. It's like, no, like literally, he's evil. He's using you for the freaking Master Emerald because you're the only one capable enough to, like, I guess, I don't know, handle its,
He's the only one that knows how to. He knows how to control it.
So, yeah, we all know that Knuckles is gonna turn up to the good side at the end of the movie. In the
Oh
third
yeah,
act.
Yeah, because even in the
We know it's gonna happen, but it would be cool to see how it happens.
yeah, those statue things, yeah, those
Yeah.
stand-ins,
The stand-ins, the stand-ins.
yeah, stand-ins.
I mean, because even still, I'm about to butcher this fucking word. The Echidnid clan.
The Echidna.
The
Echidna.
Say enchilada, it's fine.
What the fuck did you
Enchilada.
say? The Echidna. The
Echidna. He said
Knuckles,
That's a
Echidna.
whole enchilada,
Echnid.
boys.
The Echnid clan. So, anyways, yeah, they were even shown in the first movie,
Yeah,
like shooting arrows at freaking Sonic.
Right, but Knuckles is like a more prestigious clan. Like they have an actual responsibility, where the other ones are just like.
Yeah, because you want to know why? You want to know why he's part of a prestigious clan?
Because he don't chuckle.
No, because he know the way, my Buddha.
Oh, that hurts. I just want to see more diabolical hijinks from Dr. Robotnik.
If there's not one small reference to Ugandan Knuckles, I will shit.
They're probably gonna do it because they referenced Sonic in the
they
first
did
movie.
reference Sonic in the
They
first
did.
one. I love that they're going more.
You think I don't know the way, Hedgehog? I know
He-
the way.
He didn't really have a British accent in the trailer, though. He actually sounded like the way Knuckles looks.
Yeah,
Like, he sounds just how Knuckles looks.
think I need your power?
This Knuckles came in there. He was
Like a boss.
clapping. He came in there like a boss, ready to clap cheeks. He wanted all the smoke. He came in there like Piccolo. It was like, I'm gonna kill you, Sonic, and I'm gonna raise tails.
I love that we're getting Tails. I love that we're getting.
I love the
I
Tails
love that we're getting.
looks like Tails.
Yes, I love Tails. Love his look. Love that we're getting the his fucking
Original voice actress?
his airplane fucking thing. I love that we have Eggman's fucking hover egg thingy.
Yes.
That's so fucking cool.
No, but-
My one gripe is I still don't like Ben Schwartz as Sonic.
I don't
I mean,
have a
he
problem with it.
I
That was
mean,
my
I feel like
one-
he works.
all right. I think it
That was
did
my
good.
one gripe with the.
By the way, there's something a lot of people didn't notice, but Sonic's, whenever he turns to the side, his spikes are actually shorter in this movie. It's actually more resemblance to the fact that he's young Sonic. and not the older adolescent Sonic.
I didn't notice that.
Good detail, actually. That's interesting.
So
Go
how long
back and
before we
watch
get
the
Shadow the Hedgehog?
So go back to the trailer, and when he's on top of the roof and he turns to the side, you'll notice his spikes are short. They actually resemble OG Sonic, Sega Genesis Sonic's spikes in size. Because in Sonic Generations, adolescent Sonic has longer spikes than actual OG Sonic.
Okay.
True. No, but honestly, like I do love the fact that we are getting an actual voice actress playing their iconic character again, which is good
Yeah.
representation for the voice
Paulino
acting
Shaughnessy
community.
returning his tails.
Yeah, I love that fact because that means like that just lays stepping stones for future roles like this to be portrayed by actual voice actors.
Right, but at the same time, not to take anything away from the voice actress, but that just means that's how good this person is, and that's how much faith they have in him. Because a lot of studios do not trust television voice actors or actresses.
You don't.
No, yeah, it's pathetic, but yeah.
I mean, you saw how you saw what they did to Scoob, so
Yeah. So question, gentlemen. So gentlemen, I have a question. How long
Right.
before we get Shadow the Hedgehog?
probably the third one.
that's definitely got to be 3.
third one.
No,
Definitely-
I say it's too early. I say
We
No,
need
no, no. No,
Shadow the
it's-
Hedgehog in order for him to show up with an AR-15 rifle, and
Right,
so he
but
can cock it
remember-
like a shotgun.
And a motorcycle.
Shadow is a clone of Sonic, so he's going to be the same age as Sonic. So if Sonic's a kid right now, then Shadow's going to be a kid and not the edgy teenager.
Well, that's the thing.
See,
Though.
I'd agree
That's
with
the
you,
thing.
Jesse Goku, but this is the movie verse. You know they're going to find a way to change it.
But that's the thing. Eggman still has a thread of Sonic's hair. They could actually replicate it through a DNA copy, whatever, if they choose to do that route for the third one, which I honestly believe it's going to go that route because the one scene in Sonic 1 where they show like Eggman's goggles, like the blue red hue, they just show like a blue Sonic and then a red version of Sonic, which is like that's a reference to Shadow right there. That is a good reference to Shadow. So they might go that way with the third movie because let's be real, Knuckles goes good. The Eggman's plan fails, and he's like, God, I gotta figure something out. Oh, I know. I'm going to create Sonic's equal, either Mecha Sonic or Shadow.
But and you know what? I have to give you credit, JC. That sounds completely like logical in the sense of that's what the studio will do. Unfortunately, I love Sonic the Hedgehog. I've loved Sonic. I played almost every Sonic game. I haven't played all of them. I didn't play Sonic R on the Sega Saturn or any of that shit.
That's fine.
But the reason why Shadow was created, he was created by a Robotnik, but he was created to cure that Robotnik's daughter's disease that was killing her.
Maria.
That's why he was created with the sole purpose of curing Maria's disease, but she dies. That is actually very close to what Pokemon was actually trying to do. In the games, they couldn't even put that in there, but they put it in the manga.
Yummy.
They
Let me
borrowed
get
that.
I'll be
So
right back.
I feel like they would kind of take away from the actual importance of Shadow's existence if they did it like, oh well, fuck you, Sonic, I'm gonna make a clone because money.
Like I said, movie continuity, you know they're going to make changes.
They
Yeah.
are, but I mean, we were able to bully them into changing Sonic. Let's go back and make sure we're gonna bully them into doing Shadow right.
Now that what if okay, correct me if I'm wrong. Maria is a Robotnik.
Yes.
She's like the granddaughter of
Gerard. I think she's Maria. Let me look.
Jor-El.
Jor-El.
Well, okay, if that's the case, who's to say that Robotnik in the movie verse takes a shining to a homeless little girl or adopts a little girl by the name Maria?
All right,
finds out-
it is Gerard Robotnik.
Oh, nice.
It's
But
the
like,
cousin,
let's say-
she's the cousin of Dr. Eggman.
Oh, okay, well then wait, okay, so the movie verse Robotnik was an orphan.
He does well. I think technically in the games he's still an orphan.
Okay, well
He never knew about his other family members because you got to remember that Sonic the original games, Sonic starts off like in the year 3000 where Earth has been fucked and it's been refixed. I don't know. The Sonic
Okay.
games actually take place in the future where the later games take place in the past. It's fucking confusing.
Yeah, it really is. I don't know.
Yeah. Sonic the Hedgehog, 2006. Everyone.
Now just imagine if the studio introduces like
I
people's
fucking hate you,
OCs.
Jose.
No. I do not need to see an actual exact copy of Sonic jerking off a chili dog.
No
God,
Sonic
no.
Chew, thank you.
Wait,
I don't-
I zoned out because of the pizza. All I heard was Sonic jerking off a chili dog.
No Sonic Chew, thank you very much. We are the Ravens flock, and we just
We're
made
talk-
this
we're
into a
talking-
mukbang.
Do I need to leave?
Yes.
I said
Probably.
now. I said how long until the studio introduces OCs?
Oh,
if they start
fuck
introduce
no.
no, if they're starting, okay, look. If they're going to introduce OCs, okay, look, they gotta go into like
No
the
Sonic
online
Chew.
leaderboard,
Burn
whatever.
it all to hell.
If they do that, at least
technically,
if they
Dude,
do
you can
Sonic
find it in
Forces
DeviantArt.
OCs, if they do Sonic Forces OCs, okay, fine, whatever. But they gotta get like the most unique look with like someone who on the leaderboard. If I'm assuming if there's a leaderboard on Sonic Forces, who had like top scores and shit, and they would be like, hey, look, we're gonna feature your character. We're not gonna give you any voice lines or anything like that. We're gonna just feature your character. That's it. I will be okay with that to an extent if they just like keep it as like a small like 5-second camera, whatever, for like I don't know. If they do it, just end the slightest
sorry.
possible if they do it.
I'm sorry, but we're gonna bully the shit out of that studio again.
I need Big the cat.
I do need Big the Cat.
I need
They're
Big
gonna
the Cat.
probably introduce Amy and Shadow next if they do.
Oh God.
It would have to be.
Oh, it's gonna have
Amy,
like
because
Amy's
our
gonna
little
have
Sonic
like
is all grown up.
No,
And
I
Shadow's
think
the hedgehog.
Sonic 3.
dreamy.
I think Sonic 3 is gonna be Metal Sonic.
I could see Metal Sonic.
Mecha
And
Sonic.
then I can see Metal.
Mecha Sonic.
I can see Sonic 4 as Shadow. That would actually make more sense, in my opinion.
Wasn't Amy in the cartoon like a fucking like
She-
little girl or
Amy,
something?
so believe it or not, Amy was introduced in Sonic CD. Sonic CD is the original Sonic 2.
Yes.
Sonic 2 that we got is the American Sonic the Hedgehog.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And it became canon. Sonic, it was supposed to be Sonic, Sonic CD, Sonic 2, and then Sonic 3.
You know who I'd like to have them bring in? Princess Sally.
They
Oh.
they won't.
No, there's no.
No, because they're the Archie comics, and Archie owns the rights to Sally and all of them.
Ah, fuck them.
Yeah,
Hey,
because
Easy
hey.
fix.
they're
No,
only
easy
in
fix.
one game.
Easy
They're
fix.
o- what?
They're owned by Archie Comics. Have her show up as a slutty teenager on Riverdale somehow, and then have her start a cult that kills everyone. And
Okay,
then everyone shows up in the next episode of Riverdale.
Look, the last thing I
Yeah.
need is a live action of Sonic 06. Let's stop.
Hey, what if they introduce Silver?
You mean Trunks?
You mean Quentin Flynn?
You mean Trunks? Because that's how they described him in the game. That's literally how
Oh
they
my
described him.
God.
They
Really?
literally said Dragon Ball Z in
Because
the
Quentin
game.
Flynn could use the money.
Wow.
Like, if you
They're-
look him up, it's like, think Trunks from Dragon Ball Z. I'm like, you're shitting me.
wow.
I mean, could be worse.
Okay. All right. So, yeah, we've talked quite a bit.
I think we've
We've
maxed out this
exhausted
topic.
Sonic. We have exhausted.
Let's just all agree that Sonic the Hedgehog is going to be amazing, and we're all going to see it.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Honestly, this is like I really hope this continuation of good video game movies, Sonic the Hedgehog, Detective Pikachu, Mortal Kombat, I guess. It was pretty better than
It was
the
good.
original
It was
90s.
good. It was good.
Let's just hope this
Wait,
continues.
Wait, you coming to my house with that?
Hey,
Okay,
hey,
I
hey!
got-
I don't want
hey, look,
to.
I will say this. I want the smoke. Mortal Kombat Annihilation was garbage.
Thank you.
Oh yeah,
The original Mortal Kombat movie was beautiful.
sir.
It was
Can never be
garbage.
replicated.
Annihilation doesn't exist anymore. That's an alternate timeline. You've jumped
Thank
this
you.
universe.
Thank you,
Where it
Jessica.
doesn't exist.
Look,
The original
look,
Mortal
the
Kombat?
first one,
Look.
the first one, I still watch as a freaking comedy.
Okay, look. In my opinion, and this is arguable. I will argue it any day. You might not agree.
They hold me
but
back.
to
I'm going
me,
to try to punch the
the
internet.
best video game
You bitch.
adaptation is Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yes, very much so.
The best comic book, in my opinion, is the Ninja Turtles.
Yeah,
Yeah.
really is. You could also say that the best, one of the best. You can also say that for Detective Pikachu, even though it was in name only.
It still counts.
It does
It
still
still
count.
counts as a video game movie.
It does.
It's
I'm
a
still
good
hoping
one.
to
Don't get me
start the
wrong.
Smash Bros. Universe.
I still loved how
It's
they tried to do a swerve with Bill Nighy's character in Detective Pikachu. Like, no, he's clearly a bad guy. Why? Because it's Bill Nighy. He always plays a bad guy.
I'm still pissed they didn't
And
get
like,
Danny
no, it turned
DeVito
out he
to
was really
voice
nice.
Detective
Nope.
Pikachu.
Yeah.
Oh no,
that would
evil
have been.
Bill Nighy
that would
was
have been.
evil the whole time.
Great.
Who could have possibly predicted this?
All right, Josh. it's
So
your show.
yeah, next trailer I really want to talk about is Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse.
My boy,
What's up, Danger?
Miguel O'Hara. Thank
What's up,
you.
Danger?
Thank you.
What's up, Danger?
Can we acknowledge the fact? And this is
What?
a joke I saw in a meme, and my PC keeps moving. I don't know why. Damn it.
Now you're a little too
So
high.
there's no such thing as too high. Oh wait, you mean the camera?
Get some duct
Yeah.
tape.
Duct tape.
There you go.
So can we acknowledge the fact, the attention to detail paid in that trailer? Look at Miles Morales' afro. He has a very Afro Latino.
He has
Black
Afro-Cuban?
black Afro.
It's called Afro
Latino
Latino, but he has his hair is very Afro Latino.
Yeah.
Latino. It's very pay attention to the detail. The detail in there is so amazing, and you can tell Spider Gwen is 100% white because she had her fucking shoes on somebody's bed.
Ha! Thank you for that joke.
She's wearing shoes this time.
Yeah, she's wearing what's her face?
Some Converse.
Some Converse. Not bad. She upgraded from her what were they, ballet slippers?
No, Gwen though, Gwen
the
just
ballet-
got to upgrade entirely. The model for Gwen just upgraded entirely, especially with the long ass hair now. Oh my god!
It works
Miles,
for her.
if you ain't Miles,
I
if
know
you
it's
don't
a
smash,
teenager,
I'm
but-
about to jump through that Spider-Verse to get bro. Look at her.
Look at the
her.
shoes. Look at the shoes on the
Look
bed.
at the shoes.
Give me a second.
They're on the bed. What kind of bullshit is that?
Bro,
Even
if I was,
Miles
if
has
I was in that
socks on,
situation,
no
I would
shoes.
flex. I would flex on Gwen if I was Miles. I would flex.
So I'd
Oh,
like to say
you
something,
know
and,
they're into each
you guys
other.
might disagree with me. I'm actually more excited for the sequel to Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse than I am for Spider-Man No Way Home.
That's fine.
Okay,
That's completely fine.
Yeah,
That's fine.
totally all
because
right,
it
but
was
I don't know.
announced that the voice actor from the Spider-Man animated series from the 90s will be in
Josh?
the movie in some way.
No, I was gonna
Which
say Josh
movie?
Keaton, but no, the '90s Spider-Man, the animated series.
Yeah, which movie?
Spider-Man. No, the cartoon. The one that
Yes.
was tied into the X-Men.
No, the '90s Spider-Man, friendly Captain
I see. Which
Spider-Man.
movie is he gonna be in?
Wait, okay. Which movie is he going to be in?
Yeah,
I can't. He's going to be in the Spider-Verse movie. This one.
Awesome.
He can't be in the No
Very
Way
good.
Home one.
Of course he can. Anything's possible.
If they're gonna do
Anything
a-
is possible.
If they do another multiverse and they bring in Spider-Man Noir, and if they don't actually have live action Nicolas Cage as Spider Noir, I will shit a chicken.
Yes. Nicolas Cage needs to be a live action Spider-Man Noir.
Can we acknowledge the fact that Sony has confirmed that Miles Morales is Across the Spider-Verse and Tom Holland's Spider-Man MCU series are all actually connected with the
Oh yeah, it's a
multiverse?
Spider-Verse.
I mean, keep in mind, there was when Spider-Verse 1 was coming out at the same time, I think, as Venom. Venom actually just did a little spoof, whatever, and then it's and meanwhile in another universe, it's oh, here's a little sneak peek at Spider-Verse after watching Venom. It's oh shit, whoa, what? Okay, I know they're throwing us a fucking bone here, or that's maybe a far reach, but what if they're all connected? what if somehow Venom is going to meet Tom Holland Spider-Man, and look what happened.
And we
Oh,
already
yeah,
had
no.
and we already had the little scene in Homecoming with Donald Glover as Miles's uncle.
There
David Prowler.
is a rumor going around right now that Venom is one of the Sinister Six. That's why they've only showed 5.
Nah,
Mm-mm.
nah, I don't believe it. They're doing that
I-
whole buddy cop thing.
You know what I would
Yeah.
like? I said this before, and I'll say this again. If they do have Venom in No Way Home, I would like him just to show up to actually help the Spider guys at the end. Just because
I can see them doing that.
fixated with Peter Parker, he's fixing like I want to know more about him. Eddie, I want an Ember.
Or
What?
here's what I heard.
The most
Here's what I heard, or here's what I read. I should say,
Hmm.
I read I forget if it was on a Reddit page or somewhere, but it was somewhere that there was a theory talk about the only reason why Venom says that guy like the very end of Let There Be Carnage is because in Spider-Man 3, like they share the symbiotes share like a hive mind type thing, so it might be possible that there was a hive mind type thing across all universes of existing Venom that shared the identity of Peter Parker, of which the only one that came into contact with Peter Parker was Sam Raimi's Venom.
So you mean to tell me like
No,
you think they got like a tremor in the Venom force or whatever that made them all feel the death
So-
of Eric Foreman from that 70s show
Maybe.
getting blown
Sorry,
up with
have I seen-
Venom?
Yeah,
Or
no,
maybe.
no, no,
Christ,
no,
this
no,
movie,
no,
I'm gonna
no.
puke.
They did say in an interview that that the Venoms across the universes, all of them that have fought Spider-Man, have shared that information with the hive mind. So that's why Venom in that universe knows exactly who Peter Parker and Spider-Man are.
Yeah, even in the
Oh.
hotel scene and the Let There Be Carnage post-credit scene, they said billions of life forms, billions of history have like shared through us, and I'm only going to give you like a small peek of what we've been through, like a minuscule amount of which your human brain can comprehend. And again, they said billions of years, billions of life forms.
Right, and also just to add on to that, if I may, just to debunk a theory, he does say in the movie, and it was debunked, that Venom did not transport himself and Eddie Brock to the MCU. A lot of
No.
people were speculating that Venom transported them across the multiverse.
How
No,
do people
Venom
think
clearly
that?
says that
No.
it wasn't him.
He even shouts
And
it wasn't me.
And if you pay attention, that is Doctor Strange's magic spell.
No, yeah,
Or-
yeah,
Maybe, yeah.
yeah. We
Honestly,
all,
you see
yeah.
the magic circle in the background. You see the freaking flashes of light.
And if you watch it again, the news article, the Jonah Jameson report is one of the ones actually shown in the trailer.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know how anyone could not think that. That's just
Dumb
weird.
casuals.
Yeah,
Filthy casuals.
filthy fucking cat.
Well,
Which actually, here's what I believe. What if like the events of Spider-Man 3, like 50% of it happened? There wasn't Venom in Spider-Man 3. Venom just like arrived in Los Angeles, whatever. But the events of Spider-Man 3 where Sandman and Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, they were fighting, because keep in mind, in Let There Be Carnage and the first Venom movie, the Daily Bugle symbol and the font logo is the same as
In
the
the same
Sam
Raimi
Raimi, as well as Morbius. So who's to say that this doesn't take place in the Raimi universe? But it's like it's being tweaked around, soft reboot, kind of retconned.
I think I could see that, but I think the
It
Daily
requires
Bugle.
more work than many marketing
I think-
departments are willing to put in.
Yeah, I think the Daily
I-
Bugle logo is just the same across everything.
right.
Maybe.
And even then, I think honestly what they're going with is that if Spider-Man does exist in the Venom universe, he doesn't exist yet.
I could see that.
Or what if it's Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man?
That would be amazing.
I really doubt that. Because Andrew Garfield, no, even Sony was like, we made a mistake with Andrew Garfield. It didn't happen.
No, I'm pretty sure they made a mistake. It wasn't
I guess
Andrew
I'm credit for
Garfield.
trying.
They made a mistake. It was their own fucking fault for mixing their own, try to like spin their own shit in the Amazing Spider-Man 2, because Mark Webb and Andrew Garfield had a good thing going. It was Amy Pascal at the
hell
time and Sony and Avi fucking Arid that messed
Who's the
everything
kid?
up.
Right. Yeah, they were actually working out a deal to have Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man. Actually,
No, yeah.
they even Tobey Maguire, like originally Doc Ock, the
Machine.
The machine was
tentacles?
supposed to be tied to Stark's tech.
Hmm.
It was actually they were actually, and I read this because this guy was talking about it. He was showing like the actual thing. They were trying to work out some kind of deal to where Spider-Man and like Doc Ock and all of them would cross over, because they're like, hey, we have this idea about making a bunch of Marvel movies that are all connected, and like we're gonna have like this Avengers movie, and we're gonna do like where they're like, okay, so at the time it was just on paper, it wasn't something they had come up with, because remember, to make a movie it takes like 2 years.
Yep.
Yeah.
So they've been working on this since like 2005, I think. They had it on paper. They didn't start filming to 2006. The movie comes out in 2008. So they wanted the Stark Industries tech to be a part of Spider-Man 2, but the deal with Sony didn't go through. And then they tried another deal with Sony with Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man. The Oscorp
Tower
was
being in the
supposed to be-
Avengers.
Being in the
It was
Avengers movie,
supposed
yeah.
to be in Avengers, but
They didn't have the
deal-
tower modeled in time that they couldn't render the tower into the Avengers universe. That's
Right.
why, and I'm so
Yeah.
pissed off about that, because they had the potential, they had the timing. Again, I blame Sony, I blame Amy Pascal, I blame Avi Arad, I blame
And-
those three individuals.
To be fair, though,
another Easter egg, and I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but another Easter egg is if you watch Amazing Spider-Man, Andrew Garfield's Peter Parker does have a stack of Avengers comic books, and they
Yep,
do
I saw
take
it.
Infinity Wars.
Oh wow.
That's
to
actually
be
cool.
fair, did we
be
like looking back at how the Amazing Spider-Man movies were made, the Mark Webb movies? Are we sure that's the Spider-Man we wanted tying into the MCU?
Yes.
I
Are
mean,
we sure?
maybe not story wise, but Andrew Garfield was one of the best.
I would have
Spider-
loved to have seen that. I honestly would have loved to have seen that.
I
because
really
it was
enjoyed
very-
Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man.
It was very reminiscent of the
It-
Ultimate Comics, where it's like it's real, it's relatable, and yeah, it's dark and gritty at times.
The Spider-Man, Amazing
I-
Spider-Man,
I-
Amazing Spider-Man 2 suit is the best suit that we've had
oh yeah,
by far.
By far. Anything after Amazing Spider-Man 2 is absolute boo-boo.
but
goddamn-
I can't appreciate them. I can appreciate them going back and getting Tom Holland, because I like the Stark Parker father-son role.
I
Plus,
just don't like the Iron Boy thing.
we got Aunt May, the new one, and thank
Oh
you,
baby,
Jesus.
Aunt May, played by Marissa Tomei. Oh
I know,
baby.
I know.
Yeah.
Look,
Yeah.
I don't like the Iron Spider suit. I think that's just kind of overdoing it.
Yeah, it's over.
But I love the fact that this Peter is dead ass poor and dumpster diving. Like, he is recycling old computer parts.
I like the black and red suit that he wears in
Andrew Garfield was doing the same. Well, no.
I also do like the fact that they have confirmed that the next set of movies he'll be going to college.
Yep.
The end of Spider-Man No Way Home is supposed to be him graduate. Like, he's about to finish high school. So that could actually be a time skip in itself.
But no, because at that point, Spider-Man is America's most wanted. He's a criminal.
That's in the beginning. But
That
like,
was pretty
after-
good.
and later on in the movie, they're like, fuck it.
Maybe.
And
We'll
you know,
take
that's the
maybe.
thing. And that's the thing. Craven the Hunter was originally the main villain. Reportedly, there was a Craven the Hunter movie. It was gonna be like a Craven the Hunter like movie where they do like the last hunt thing, and then a multiverse thing was gonna happen for Spider-Man 4.
You know which character does need to come back in Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse?
But
Spider-Ham.
You know who I'm looking forward to seeing?
Speaking of
Hopefully,
Ham,
in
I'm pretty
We've
hungry.
got the entirety of the multiverse collapsing around us, Spider-Ham. Where were you? I was sitting on the bench. So you saw it all happen. I saw it all happen on the bench. So that's a John Delaney joke for you.
Spider-Punk needs to show up in this sequel. That's all I'm gonna say. My boy Hobie needs to show up in Across the Spider-Verse.
Okay, do y'all remember the Spider-Man series where he gets the nanotech suit and he goes to the other Earth and he's making out with the rat lady?
Oh, you mean Spider-Man Unlimited?
Yeah, can we not get that Spider-Man, please?
God,
Yes,
that was
please and thank you.
awful.
That was
Oh,
silly.
that is cool. I just saw it. That's really cool.
That
dude.
was
I
some
love
pee pee
that.
poo poo.
That's
When
really
he
cool.
goes to
How much you pay for that?
Counter-Earth and he
Counter-Earth.
fights Venom and Carnage.
It was $65, I believe.
Oh, that's actually not bad. That looks like
Spider-Man
that looks like it would be $100
Unlimited.
easy.
That show was a disaster.
That show
Yeah, no,
sucked.
I need this dude in the sequel. I need this dude. I need him.
That show is more boring than church.
And remove.
I
Locator.
remember, and I used to
Yeah.
go to church. So
Yeah.
Wait, are we talking about church or churches?
yes,
I like churches. They make good apple pies.
They make the only thing they got going is them honey biscuits.
Oh yes, them honey
Them
biscuits. are
honey
veiny.
biscuits.
Where's Josh? Why isn't fried chicken a subject?
Oh,
I could talk.
Thank you.
No,
Oh my goodness.
I can actually take over for him really quick if that's all right.
Yeah,
the
sure,
next
no problem.
Yeah,
topic.
go for it, buddy.
What else are we going to talk about?
Go
Well,
on.
yeah, Across the Spider-Verse. Looking forward to that. Let's talk about Game Awards.
I actually didn't watch them because I don't give a shit about them.
I only know bits
only-
and pieces, and from what Juan has relayed me. And from
Yeah,
what
no,
we
I was too
discussed.
busy watching Critical Role at the time. So
Can actually, if you don't mind, I would like. I am actually looking up the list of winners right now. And they had a mobile game award. Genshin Impact won. Okay, so
oh yeah, Genshin Impact. Like I figured Genshin was going to win the mobile game award, which I'm not too disappointed by. I think the game itself is good. The company behind it all, it's shitty as hell though.
here. Okay, so these are the game of the year. The nominees are Ratchet and Clank: A Rift in Time, Deathloop, Metroid Dread, Psychonauts 2, Resident Evil 8: The Village, and It Takes Two. It Takes Two wins Game of the Year.
Which I'm happy that
Who
an
were
indie
they
game
blowing?
won. Indie game won. Let's
okay.
be real. The one for creativity and mechanics. That was like the whole thing behind the game. It Takes Two, because you actually had to have multiplayer in order to actually progress, I believe, throughout the game. But I'm just glad that indie game won. I mean, I preferably would have liked to see Psychonauts 2 win, or I guess Ratchet and Clank. I haven't gotten around to playing it, but I would have preferred one of those two to win. Metroid Dread, it was kind of a reach for me. I mean, I love Metroid Dread, but I don't think it was Game of the Year.
A lot of people had issues with it because it's just really difficult.
Okay, so
We changed
Game
subjects.
Awards.
We went to
Game
the
Awards. Okay,
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Okay, so It Takes Two won Game of the Year. Content Creator of the Year. The nominees are Fuzi, the Grifchi. I don't know any of these fucking names. Dream won. Content Creator of the Year. Dream. I don't know who the fuck that is.
I am going to say one thing. I completely disagree with the winner for best art direction, that being Deathloop, because Psychonauts 2 had amazing art direction. Ratchet and Clank was seriously on that level. And then you got Kenya, Bridge of Spirits. I'm fucking pissed that Kenya did not win that award.
Yeah,
Dude,
no,
the art
I
style and visuals of
I
Ratchet
have
and
to,
Clank
I have to
were
agree
friggin'
with you. The next, I completely agree with you, JC. The next game is the anticipated Game of the Year award. The nominees are God of War, Ragnarok, Horizon Forbidden, Starfield, Zelda Breath of the Wild 2, and Elden Ring. Elden Ring winning the award.
Yeah, I saw the cinematic trailer this morning, and I'm
they deserve
really
it.
hyped. I'm really hyped.
I
for
could
that.
see why Ragnarok didn't win because a lot of people are pissed off at the fact
I'm
that
actually looking forward to Elden Ring.
Thor is a chunky boy.
I don't care what the haters say. Thor, I love my chunky boy Thor.
You mean canonically accurate?
Canonical
Thor?
Thor. Yeah.
So in actual Norse mythology, for those of you watching and that don't actually know any
Thor
Norse
is a big
mythology,
boy.
Thor is described to be a little fat. Ah, I hate you.
Ah!
Burn it! Burn it! Burn it! To the tail.
No, bring it back. Bring it back.
No, don't bring it back. Jesus Christ, no.
Do it again. Screenshot it, Juan.
No.
Do it.
No.
Do it. Screenshot it. Yes.
Oh my
Shout out to Sparrow Storm for that. Shout out to Sparrow Storm.
JC, you won. You won, man. That was
PC
great.
Viper, you son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Kill it
I
with
forgot
fire.
what I was doing.
Other
Oh my
why?
God.
I use confusion. It's super effective.
Oh Jesus Christ! Really?
It's a joke.
VR Resident
It's
Evil
all a
4
joke.
won VR Game of the Year.
Wait, what?
What?
Resident Evil 4
Really?
won
Hold
VR.
up.
What were the other nominations?
The other nominations are I Expect You to Die 2, Lone Echo 2, Sniper Elite VR, Hitman 3, and then the winner, of course, is Resident Evil 4, which was re-released in first-person VR.
Wow.
That's a cheap cop out. That someone must have blown someone.
Honestly, all the VR games that have come out this year kind of suck.
Honestly,
The only one VR game I still want to play is just Beat Saber, and that's because I fucking love Beat Saber.
same.
Yeah, but Beat Saber didn't come out this year. That's why it wasn't nominated.
Well, I mean,
Otherwise,
no,
it
I'm saying
would.
not even as a nominee. I'm just saying in general, I love Beat Saber, and that's the only VR game I would ever play religiously.
Oh, okay. Here we go. Player's Voice.
Oh yeah, let me see. Hold on, let me see this real quick.
Forza Horizon 5. Metroid Dread. It Takes Two. Resident Evil The Village and Halo Infinite. Player's Voice.
Oh my god, I can't read. I cannot read.
Halo
Where is it?
Infinite won Player's Voice, which is supposed to be the People's Choice Award.
But it
Okay.
hadn't even come out yet.
Yeah, it only
It's only been
just
out for
came
5
out.
minutes.
The
Really?
people vote on it. No, this is where the people vote and not the people in the back. So that's what the fans voted for.
It's because they were voting because of hype. That's why,
Yeah.
and probably because Fortnite.
The game isn't bad, believe it or not.
I'm not saying it's bad.
I
I'm
got
like,
it.
it's barely been out long enough. Like, really?
Yeah, it
Oh,
only just came out.
Studio Game Direction Award. There's 2 winners for this one. The second one I'm questioning. I call bullshit. These are the nominees: Insomniac Games, Sony Interactive Entertainment, Bethesda Softworks, and Arcane Studios won.
Which one is this for?
This is for studio/game direction.
Okay. Which one
And
won?
Bethesda Softworks and Arcane Studios. There's 2 winners because I think it's 2 for the same category.
You know, I will say though, like I'm actually surprised that in the best family game, It Takes Two outclassed Nintendo, and Nintendo literally had that category because Nintendo had
Wait, Nintendo
best
loses
family.
its own category. What
Yeah.
the hell?
For best family, the nominees were It Takes Two, Mario Party Superstars, New Pokemon Snap, Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury, and then WarioWare Get It Together. Like there was 4 Nintendo reps on there, and they lost.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm
It Takes
looking at
Two
it
is
right
a
now.
good. It's a good game.
Like
Well,
I'm
the
actually
thing is-
shocked.
I want to know. I want to see
honestly-
their blowjob skills. Holy cow!
Honestly, and let's just be
amazing.
real, this year hasn't exactly been all that great for Nintendo.
This
Kinda
year,
hasn't,
and
no.
yeah, oh yeah.
They have esports teams. I don't really care.
Who cares about esports? Teams?
I am glad
Uh,
that the best ongoing game went to Final Fantasy 15 or Final Fantasy 14.
Yeah, that's community. Oh, here you go, Josh. This one, I think you'll get a kick out of this one.
Uh-huh.
Best esports coach.
Oh God.
Kim Keikoma Jaeyoung-yun.
Ooh. Best strategy game went to Age of Empires 4.
All right.
Age of
yeah.
Empire.
That's had
Oh,
a
really?
lot of
I'm
hype.
surprised it's not like Raid Shadow Legends.
Best performance goes to Maggie Robinson from Resident Evil Village.
Yeah, I'm happy about that. I was.
Oh, yeah.
It was either her or Giancarlo Esposito. Yeah, I'm just gonna call him Giancarlo. It was either him,
Carlos Espas. Oh, I know who you're talking about.
yeah,
Esposito.
Giancarlo
Far Cry
or Maggie.
6.
Should like I was gonna be happy with either if Giancarlo or Maggie won. And I'm
Giancarlo
happy that
Esposito.
Maggie won because Lady D was phenomenal.
Also with Giancarlo,
Giancarlo
Esposito.
Giancarlo Esposito.
with
Esposito.
him in Far Cry, we need
Espacito.
we need more. We need. I hope this will be the door for more triple A movie actors being in video games.
Well, okay, so believe it or
Okay.
not, and I don't know if I talked about it on the Ravens flock. I don't know if I talked about it on here, but I have said before that as we go on 30 years from now, the movie industry is already making less money than the video game industry.
Mhm.
But 30
Yep.
years from now, there are going to be more like the movie industry is actually going to be they're going to be reversed. You're going to have all the A-list actors in video games, and you're going to have all like the up and coming talent in the movies.
Yeah.
If Kojima
Because
has his way,
games,
you better believe it.
video games can give us the storylines that movies can't.
Yeah, they can. They have the budget and they have the creativity and
What a
narratives to
narrative
pull it off.
experience.
Yeah.
Gotta love it.
I mean, it was
Unfortunately,
like-
unfortunately, as the technology progresses and as video games become more and more mainstream, we're going to be paying a lot more per movies. We're going to go back to the day and age where I don't know, like probably no one in here was like I'm pretty sure no one in here was alive when this was a thing. But when VHSs first came out, they were $100 to purchase.
What? Wow.
I mean, I remember
fuck
VHS
that.
being like cheaper than that, but
No,
I remember-
eventually they became cheaper because of the movie rental industry.
Yeah.
But before that, VHSs were like $100, maybe more. And
I
then
mean, because
the
film
video-
is expensive.
and then like they created like stuff like Blockbuster as a way for people to be able to afford to watch these movies at home, because video cassettes at the time were not cheap.
All
They
right.
were not,
Huh.
because it's actual film inside the damn cassette tape, and that
Yeah,
again, film is
it's
not
magnetic tape. That shit's pricey.
No, but I will say this: like another category, I'm actually disappointed in. Best audio design, it went to Forza Horizon 5, and it won. It won over these 4 games: Deathloop, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, Resident Evil Village, and Returnal.
Okay, so according to Google, in 1985, sorry, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Trying to finish his point about movies.
They were 40 in 1985. VHSs were expensive as $49.99.
Yikes.
Well, that's wow. Glad I didn't live in that time period.
Same here.
But yeah, freaking best audio design went to a game that goes vroom vroom.
Because of course it did.
Fact that fucking game won anything. There have been people exploiting the shit out of the Forza game. All they do is put a hair tie on the trigger and just leave it for 10 hours.
That game went varoom.
Listen, man, the only games I play that are vroom vroom are Mario Kart. Okay.
Look,
And the
No, that
GameCube
got-
version of Need for Speed Underground 2.
Oh yeah, that's it.
my look, I don't want to play any racing or any games involving cars except for Grand Theft Auto or one of these Grand Theft Auto like games, because my ex-girlfriend nags the same way a car starts. Nag, 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 bitch, bitch.
Oh my goodness. Actually,
man.
This podcast is brought to you in part by.
I was going to say, can we take a break for announcing the awards, the award winners, just a second? Because there's something that we do want to talk about that's in relation to the video game awards.
Okay.
Go ahead.
We brought it up over here last night on our show, but how do we know what is real? God, no! Tell me you saw it. Tell me you guys saw it, please. The release of
The man-
Matrix,
Matrix?
Awakens,
Yeah,
the Unreal Engine
Yeah.
5 experience. on
The
there.
game. Yeah.
I saw it.
Like, okay, now if I remember hearing correctly, there's gonna be a regular ass beautiful Matrix game. You're playing an OC Donut Steel, as this is a training program for being in the Matrix and fighting in it and everything. But the way they had it out was just fucking brilliant. The way they actually had Keanu Reeves, Carrie-Anne Moss showing up in there, properly rendered out as Unreal Engine CG models of themselves. I'm like, help! This is fucking
Brilliant.
terrifying. It was fucking terrifying because
it was
looked
uncanny. Actually,
It
it
was
was
so
very
good.
uncanny.
The valley was uncanny.
so good. I was
Like
I
Unreal
just-
Engine has progressed so far to the point where it's like you can actually just make Hollywood blockbusters with just the models in Unreal Engine 5, and you could say like, "Oh, I was in the movie," but as a voice. It's like,
as a
what?
voice actor.
Wait. That wasn't you. That wasn't you acting. It's like,
Okay.
no.
You see that blue hippopotamus there with the freaking shurikens? That's me. Oh yeah, really? You want me to believe that you, mega Hollywood superstar Matthew McConaughey, played a blue hippopotamus with shurikens? Yeah, that's right. All right.
You're telling me.
I got that
You're
money,
telling
baby.
me. You're telling me
Alright.
that freaking critically acclaimed Chris Pratt is that tree over there.
Absolutely right. You better believe it. And I had every single reason to play that tree to the best of my ability. Juan Rouse.
When you said hippopotamus, I just straight away went to the Animaniacs hippopotamus.
I know what you're talking about.
I was gonna make a joke, but not while we're live.
But no, that being said, you know that
Save it for after hours.
as soon as the game becomes available, you know there's going to be server crashes all over.
Oh, by the
yeah.
way, bad news for I do have some bad news for the people that are looking forward to the new Matrix video game. It has been announced that it's, as of right now, not coming out on PC.
Understandable.
Okay.
All that means is that I just get to point and laugh at our buddy Angel, who's immigrated himself to the PC master race, and I just get to give him the Nelson Muntz Simpsons laugh.
Look at the little baby. Look at furry baby.
Look at the little
Oh, yeah,
fur
you missed
baby.
it.
Yeah,
Oh,
adorable.
that's nice.
Yeah, you missed the baby.
What's her name again?
Oreo.
Oreo.
That's
Her name is
adorable.
Oreo.
Yay! I like Oreos. Oreos.
She's
are good.
adorable.
But
I
that being
plan on
said,
adapting a black cat in my future.
So the Matrix Awakening is only going to be available.
Awakens.
Is only going to be available for the PS5 and for the
Xbox
Xbox
Series.
Fridge.
Yeah, the Xbox fridge.
Oh no, it's
Yeah.
King. It's the Xbox Kingpin because it's the exact same shape he was in Across the Spider-Verse.
You mean that giant freaking
You mean
Markiplier?
You mean Markiplier?
Wow, dude, that's bad.
I actually just got the Xbox One S
You mean just
right over here. The white one.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh, you got the Xbox One S 360 Plus 720 gigabyte HD remix 1.5 HD final remix.
Rewards
Yes.
program.
Yes, that one.
Which
that one.
program?
Yes. I'm never gonna get the Series X because it's too damn bulky and
I mean,
It's
who
too
would
damn
want the Series X? The fitness pacergram test is a multi.
Yeah, I'm sorry. No, if I have to give up all the games that we've downloaded on the Xbox One and all the games I'm playing right now, yeah, no, thank you.
yeah.
I'm like this.
Ser-
I'm like this. It only exists like this. All right, you got Nintendo-based consoles, you got PlayStation-based consoles, and then there's PC. Because literally, you can play the Xbox games on a fucking PC.
Most of them, yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I wouldn't want to waste money on a console that I can end up playing on the same damn thing on a PC, because like something like I want to check out I eventually want to be like, I want to check out Forza. Okay, just get on my PC, play it. Boom. I want to play Gears of War. Oh, okay, yeah, because I want to continue my exploration of Gears of War series. Play it on PC. Halo, I can play Halo all on PC. Like, really? Like, what's the fucking point of buying an Xbox anymore if you can end up just playing it on PC? And I'm pretty sure Game Pass is the same way on PC as well.
Yeah.
I think it's probably because, and there might be a loophole around it with the PC. I think it's because people still play it on the consoles because they want they want to have like a different experience and like playing on the big TV with the video game consoles. They want to keep that experience.
I also have all my like streaming apps and all my DVDs. That's the main reason I got the Xbox One S, because it has the disc cartridge thingy, because I still got all my Blu-rays, all my DVDs that I want to watch. Like I'm not going completely digital yet.
No, I get what you're saying. There's a certain value into owning certain hard copies of what you like.
Right,
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
on
because
if it's like the Nintendo Switch though, I prefer digital instead of physical, because the switching the games out in that console when it's docked is such a pain in the ass.
I can understand that. That I can understand.
I mean, personally, not for me. I don't see any the inconvenience would be, if I'm hosting whatever, then I guess whatever. But as a single player experience, I mean, just me chilling out on the couch, I don't see the problem with it. But I can understand the whole going digital age. It's certainly catching up, but benefactors like the whole thing with Grand Theft Auto Original Trilogy being removed from certain game stores, forcing you to buy the definitive edition. That is what keeps me afloat from actually switching over to digital completely, because I actually like seeing physical copies of the game itself. I would reach for a game for hold on. No.
Fuck that stupid definitive edition. It looked like all I did was look at it for 5 minutes. I'm like, this ain't worth money. Nope, burn it.
Yeah, no.
Burn it now.
But yeah, I
Too
actually
smooth.
prefer
It looks
physical
so much
copies of the
worse.
game.
It's too smooth. Yeah, for real. Same here.
You know, because again, like you can actually get collection. You know, you could be like, wow, you know, you can just look at all your shit, be like, yeah, I got all these games, and then you can look at the games from the past.
I participated in purchasing this shit. I own it just as much.
And
as
honestly,
anyone
and, you know, I always
Yeah,
look forward to games that like.
subscription service and this that.
Oh, but you got to pay this monthly fee if you want
No,
to.
fuck that. Fuck that.
Yeah.
I want my.
All right, sorry about that, fellas. I had to. My mom called.
Hey,
No, you're good.
Fine, you're good.
No, and that's the thing, you know, the minute you go digital, completely digital, that's when you give the power over to the company itself. Be like, hey, okay, thank you for going digital. Now we get to say what game you can or cannot play. It's like, okay, well,
Also, most digital games are a fixed price. Sometimes they're not for sale or on
Yeah.
sale.
Well, like just for a prime example, Kingdom Hearts, the all-in-one, which includes all the games, digitally, I think it was like $30 or $40. It's usually $100. $30 or $40. Hey, that's not bad, right? That's a good price digitally.
That's actually pretty-
Physically, brand new, it's $20 at GameStop.
What?
pre-owned is $15.99.
No, I'm dead ass serious. It's $20 right now on their fucking website.
Yep.
Wow.
For those of you listening to this podcast, save yourself a buck or two and go to GameStop.com.
Oh my goodness.
Power to the players. I mean, money. Corporate
Power to
people.
my wallet. I mean, power to the players. Please, people, come spend money. I can't afford the mortgage on my third house.
Gentlefolk, I do believe that Jose and I are going to need to go ahead and bounce out. Since we didn't actually properly introduce ourselves, this is Jose Casabona.
What's up, guys? I'm
He is
Jose
the-
Casabona. I am
he is the
the
host and
founder
founder of the
and
Ravens
leader
Flock.
of the Ravens Flock. And Juan Rouse is my co-host, and he also hosts his own show called The Black Files.
He's the
We're
one
going to
that
be
does-
bouncing, personally for me, because I just took my COVID booster yesterday, and I'm still feeling like sluggish.
And I got
Hey, no
work in the
problem.
morning.
And
Yeah.
also, they're in
Some
Florida
rest.
and they're an hour ahead of us.
Get
Yeah,
some
first-
rest.
Yeah,
I might go to bed. I got work in the
but
morning.
I don't want to get rest. I want to be hardcore and stick.
You know
it
what's the sad
out.
part? You know what's the sad part? We're like 70% of the way there with these topics.
75, give or
Holy
take.
75.
Yeah.
We're making
hang.
progress, kids.
You can hang. I'm pretty sure you guys can continue
Yeah,
the regular
yeah.
show without us.
I think the rest
We'll
of them are just
live.
talking shit about people. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
but yeah,
the
Oh,
next
this
topic,
person over here
is
is a
the.
Fucking idiot.
I mean, the
This
next
one
topic is
guy.
the Halo TV show.
Yeah, I just want to let you guys know that we're not going to have an episode of the Ravens Flock not this Saturday because we're actually going to be out of town over in Orlando for a convention. And
Holiday Matsuri, the greatest holiday-themed anime convention you'll ever know.
That's why I do want to go to Matsuri. I've always wanted to go to Matsuri. Ever hearing about it in 2018, I've been wanting to go to.
Let me put
Matsuri.
it this way: save when you go, save up a couple extra bucks in cash. Bring yourself the finest suit that you can wear. Go to the benefit ball, like the charity benefit ball there.
It's
If
really-
not for the charity fundraising for it, if that not for that, then go for the unlimited hot cocoa bar. They have a
Yeah,
hot cocoa
believe
bar.
me, believe me. As someone who is pretty much well known as like that Sun Wukong cosplayer from Ruby, I
Yeah.
plan on bringing Sun Wukong to Holiday Matsuri in the most holiday get up I can. I'm actually going to work on a bow staff made of candy canes.
that would be
Hey,
awesome.
nice.
And of
Or
course,
no, a candy cane bow staff, I should say.
and of
Really?
course, it should go without saying. Next Saturday, we're not going to stream because it's Christmas Day. It's Christmas.
Christmas
We're all going to
time.
be with family, for goodness' sake.
For real.
Yeah, that's right.
So until next time, until you guys decide to invite us on or whatever, we'll see you next time. And if it'd be so kind, for anyone who's watching on Geeks 5 Ever or on Zeros to Heroes or JC Vibrant, you've got a channel of your own, of course, right? What's your-
Working on it.
You're working on it?
It's okay.
All right.
But go on, Juan.
Whenever you see us or when you see us in the Ravens Flock, you'll go ahead and hit and go and if you want to show some love,
Hit the subscribe button and
Already
notification
did.
bell on us. Yeah.
Already did. You
Awesome.
already got my praise, man. You already got me.
we appreciate
Nice.
that, man. Like
All
we're hoping to try to finish off 2021 reaching 400 subscribers. That would be fucking brilliant. 'Cause,
That would
like,
be so cool.
earlier today, thanks to another friend of the Ravens Flock, Steph the Alter Nerd, she went and she did a live stream and did like a subscriber bonanza and shot us up from 360 subscribers to 382 earlier today.
That was
So
really
that was
cool.
fucking cool, and she's awesome. Definitely check her
Very
out.
nice.
You'd love her. She's British. She's nerdy. She's got zero filter. If you can figure out
Perfect.
the time zone displacement thing or whatever, if you have her on, you wouldn't regret it.
But also subscribe to us.
But yes, mainly subscribe
Yes.
to the Ravens Flock.
All right, let me go ahead and I guess I'll bow us out saying, me and Juancho, we are the Ravens Flock, and we are out. Happy holidays.
Later, guys.
Lunatic.
Happy Spider Week.
I think they're trying to think. There we go.
Yeah, it's like awkward.
It's like,
You
it's
said
like,
bye. Get the fuck out.
oh God, thank you. Okay, so these, man, I'm so glad they're gone. They're fucking assholes. These guys are fucking ass. No,
No, I love them. The Ravens Flock and Josh
Baby.
have all been on
Big
my
jump.
show before.
big
they're
jump,
really
baby,
they're
baby.
really great guys. By the way, Josh, if you haven't noticed, we have the exact same headset.
Do we? Razor? Yeah. Ah.
If you can't tell,
I'm currently
your
rocking the-
headset is the one that. Yeah. See.
twinning.
Nice.
I was able to get mine used for like $30.
Oh,
You guys
cool.
are freaking dorks.
So
Fuck you,
that's Mr. Dork to you, sir.
Yeah, no,
Mr. Potato Head to you.
no.
Anyway, another thing that came out of Games Awards is the Halo series first look trailer.
What the fuck? That's a thing.
Yeah.
I heard rumors
Wait.
about a Halo TV series being developed. I just actually didn't think they were gonna do it.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I mean, they did
shit.
Forever Dawn all that time ago. So I mean,
You did post it in the on the list.
yes, I did.
I saw
what you can
Halo.
see. It's amazing what you can discover when you read.
No, I read Halo, but I assumed it was about Infinite.
No.
Not gonna lie, I actually thought it was too, but that's fine.
Wow.
But yeah, I saw the trailer for it. I mean, I don't know all that much about Halo to begin with, but I mean, as someone as iconic as the Master Chief
Master
himself, I mean, I'm looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to seeing how this plays out. I'm going into this series as like someone who enjoys good writing, who studied film. I'm gonna critique it from like a film TV show aspect. I'm not gonna judge it from a fanboy aspect because I don't know much about Halo. I'm just gonna judge it from what I understand of film.
Honestly, I am not too like concerned about a Halo series as far as like the quality goes, and the reason being is because there's a lot of Halo series out right now. There's Halo Reach. There are the animated ones. You have a lot of tie-ins for Halo, and if this is anything like we've gotten so far, I think it's going to come out really good. I think it has the potential to be really great.
Yeah.
Now, like, it's going to be really good if you actually know something about Halo. If you don't know shit about Halo, you're probably going to like it either way because it's going to be like
what the fuck?
guns a-blazing.
I just know that giant ring spawns life.
I mean, look at the suit. The suit here is fucking beautiful.
That's freaking gorgeous, honestly. I honestly thought I was watching like a cosplay fan film, but then I was like, whoa, this is actually a thing.
So
Good.
is it like did they make the suit or is that CGI?
No,
you
I think they actually made the suit,
It's,
or at least
it's
part of it.
definitely a practical suit.
Yeah.
It's really not that hard to make, honestly, but with the Hollywood budget, I'm pretty sure they're going to like give it the whole bells and whistles look and everything.
Oh,
I
definitely.
think it's well. Yeah, I think you're right. I'm just a little concerned with like how are they how much of the game they're going to cover in one season, or is it a movie? It's a series, right? It's a series.
Yeah, it's a
It's
series.
a series.
Coming 2022.
So I'm just a little concerned as to like how much they're going to try to cover in a little amount of time.
Or
I hope
or
they-
if they're gonna do an entirely new story.
That's true.
I
I
mean-
didn't think about that.
I mean, most of these stories nowadays are taking place like within like 8-9 episodes. I would love if they do a 13 episode run, but depending on like with the name brand itself and the budget that they have, I can only assume they're gonna go like a max episode count of 8 or 9.
And they could actually
Probably.
cover the entire first game in 8 or 9 episodes.
Yeah, they probably.
I mean,
could.
depending if like each episode is like 58 minutes, an hour, and 2 minutes long or whatever.
If it's an hour long, I think they could easily cover the whole game.
Here, let me. You want to? Have you seen the? No, you probably haven't seen the trailer. Let me see if I can show you the trailer.
And
Okay.
but the crazy thing is okay, yeah, I want to see the trailer.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
I've already seen the trailer, but you go ahead.
Okay. Let's.
I haven't seen it.
see if I can't. Let me
Why
just
does
do this.
JC's profile picture look nothing like the current JC?
it's a younger version of him. Okay, here we go. Hopefully this doesn't get taken down. Hold on.
Man, Master Chief better be clapping Katana cheeks. Ah, Paramount, I'm out.
You're special. In fact, I'm counting on it. We're lost in the dark. But you give people hope. And I will always be with you. I see this as a new beginning.
It looks like they're covering like before the first game.
It looks like that, possibly, yeah. Like
Because the reason why I'm saying is because most of the Spartans were killed in the beginning of the war.
yeah, like that's why I say it could be a brand new story, like a new origin story.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, this is the first look trailer. They're not gonna show too much. So I mean, visually it looks fantastic. You got those. You got the planes, the ships in the background.
Honestly,
Space looks really good.
it's kind of hard to tell. I think they might do an original story, but I think it might be like early Halo,
Mhm.
like between Reach and Halo 1.
Yeah,
Because
I can see that.
because the storyline, the way it goes, correct me, and someone in the comment section correct me if I'm wrong. It's Reach, Halo Wars 2, Halo 2, Halo ODST, Halo 3. I don't know. That's fucking weird. It's weird like Resident Evil.
Let me see. Here we go. It says Halo Reach,
Right.
Halo Combat Evolved, so Halo 1, Halo 2, 3 ODST, 3, 4, then 5.
They left out the Halo Wars and
Yeah,
Spartan Assault.
yeah, they left those out.
Right. Yeah. Resident Evil. I mean, sorry. Halo 3 is kind of like Resident Evil 3. It has like, it's Halo 3, then ODST, and then back to Halo 3. Like, it's Resident Evil 3, then Resident Evil 2, and then the second half of Resident Evil 3.
Mm-hmm.
And then the very end of Resident Evil 2.
Okay, so yeah, Halo Wars, Reach, Combat Evolved, Fire Team Raven, Halo 2, ODST, 3, Spartan Assault, 4, Spartan Strike, then Guardians, Halo War 2s, and Infinite.
I was right for the most part. I got
Yeah.
Halo Wars 2 wrong. Because I know ODST takes place before 3. I loved Halo. I fucking loved the original Halo. Like, I don't really like 4 or 5.
I've never played Halo.
I mean, it's pretty good.
I've just started like playing the first Halo, and I'm going to play the new one, Halo Infinite, sometime soon.
It's kind of hard to talk about it just right now. Oh, that is a tostada. It's kind of hard to talk about the Halo series because we don't know too much about it. It's just it's a first look trailer.
Mhm.
It looks good. It looks great. Like
Yeah.
Paramount
Not
doing
that
a
napkins.
great job. Just lick your fingers. You got a shirt.
Yeah. You got jeans? Use those.
I am a gentleman. I have manners.
Yeah, that's what they all
But for
say.
this reason, it's tostadas. I'm gonna go savage.
Tostadas are Mexican food, and Mexicans everything.
Fuck it. Now,
the world is
now I want tostadas.
No, I gave it the works and everything. I gave it the works. Like
I can tell.
I got beef stew on the stove.
You know what I got to eat right now? Nothing. You know what? I got menudo. I lied.
Ooh, menudo. Yum.
oh, menudo's fucking great.
With Halo, there isn't a lot. There really isn't a lot to say unless we're going to talk about the video games. Honestly, the trailer looks good. It looks great. It's we're not gonna. You can't judge what it's going to be about because we don't know. They didn't give any context about the story.
Mhm.
As far as Halo goes, though, they have movies, they have series that are canon. They have the Halo Legends, which is not canon, I don't think. But there's just so much Halo lore. There's the novels as well.
You know,
Yeah.
I wanted to say this earlier when we were on the talk about video game movies, but two franchises I would actually like to see done properly, or a mostly faithful adaptation. Just because, like, I'm still on a high for Final Fantasy VII. I would love to see a Final Fantasy VII movie or a series, like spanning across from Crisis Core, Final Fantasy VII, and then Advent Children. I would love to see that. Or because I am just now, well, I wouldn't say just not getting into it, but I'm interested. Fire Emblem. Like, could you imagine a Fire Emblem series?
Actually,
yeah.
sounds pretty cool.
Yeah. I can.
Actually, there is a Final Fantasy VII anime movie or series. I think it was like 30 minutes long.
Oh yeah, Advent Children and
No. It was the other
What was the other one?
It was about Crisis Core.
Oh,
Yeah, no, it was essentially Crisis Core, but in anime form.
Yeah.
okay.
For those who didn't get the chance to play the game.
I would actually like them to release a CGI movie that takes place after Dirge of Cerberus, because I didn't fucking play Dirge of Cerberus, and I don't care to play Dirge of Cerberus because I don't give a shit about what's his face.
Did you guys watch the Final Fantasy 15 movie?
No.
I actually really liked it.
I own the Blu-ray.
I didn't watch it because I hadn't played I bought the game. I've never played it.
It's a
I told
prequel.
myself I was not gonna play 15 until I watched Kingsglaive, because I didn't know about the movie until like the release of the game. And I was like, oh well, if it's like I love the I love the Final Fantasy lore. So if I'm gonna go into this, I want to go into this like, fully expecting what to expect out of this story, because after watching Kingsglaive, I was like, oh, I'm more hyped to play 15 now.
We're
'Cause I
supposed to
love the
get a continuation of Final Fantasy X.
Huh? Okay.
Don't you dare say that.
No, they've been talking.
Are you
about
shitting me?
They've been talking about it. If you play the,
I mean, I know X3 was the thing. Yeah, I know. I heard plans of an X3 that never happened.
they said that the idea of a Final Fantasy X-3 was shelved because the entire team was focused on 7
Makes sense.
and Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah.
Disney was just making it too difficult for Square Enix though with Kingdom Hearts 3.
Okay, well, I'm gonna let you know right now.
now.
I'm gonna let you know right now. The minute I tell my girlfriend, she's going to like look up everything about this.
Yeah, everybody's been talking about it.
So you better not lie to me.
I'm not. I can look it up right now. Well, okay, let me look it up right now. I'm grabbing my phone, looking. Let me look it up on my phone. I'm on a computer.
There's rumors about X3. It's happening again. Final Fantasy X-3.
I knew about this.
You know about it, so it's legit?
It's rumors. It's not guaranteed. It's budgets.
No, they said like they were actually working on it, but they were shelving it because the Kingdom Hearts 3 and Final Fantasy 7 remake. I swear to God, man, if this really happens, I expect a fully remastered X, like a full Final Fantasy X, because I need Blitzball to be fixed. Blitzball is stupid. I hate Blitzball.
I was like, why can't I find anything about 10-3? All I see is Final Fantasy 3. That's because I typed in Final Fantasy 3.
Good job.
Good job, man. Good marketing.
Okay,
Or
so
good
this
research,
is
man.
okay. So this is I found an article. This is as of July 14, 2021 at 8:50 a.m. on GameInformer.com. A Final Fantasy X3 story is already written, but Final Fantasy 7 remake is the main priority. For those that love the Final Fantasy X experience and its sequel, many have wondered if a third game is in particular irritation of the Final Fantasy universe would ever be reality. It looks like those X3 dreams could be coming true because director Tetsuya Nomura has confirmed that Final Fantasy X3 concept is already in motion with the story already written. However, the caveat is that it's still a long way off as the team focuses on Final Fantasy VII remake. In a recent interview with Famitsu, a Japanese gaming magazine translated by the folks at RPG site, Nomura confirmed the existence of an X3 story, saying, "If we are to make X3, we somehow have a synopsis ready written by Final Fantasy X writer, something very Japanese." He added that it's sleeping right now, but its plot itself does exist.
All right.
Give me my boy Titus. Give me my boy Titus.
They the problem with Square Enix right now is that their main focus is 7, and they do have the story ready to go, ready to be developed.
Yeah, that's good.
And if you play the remaster, they have an audio file which is supposed to play into Final Fantasy X.
The question is, look, the question is that I need to ask for Square Enix is, what can I do for you?
You know what sucks? If they keep the canon of the novels, Tidus is dead.
Nope, I refuse. I need my stupid sports ball boy back. I need him.
You don't read the novels then, because he fucking dies.
I would rather not the novels be canon because again, I need my stupid blonde boy back. I need him back so
No,
he can go.
he's still there, but like the original is dead. Like the Tidus that they have is Yuna is she's become so powerful as a summoner. She is creating Tidus with her memories.
Oh, so like WandaVision.
Yes.
Oh shit. Babe, you didn't tell me Yuna was essentially fucking Scarlet Witch. That's hot.
I love Final Fantasy X. I love the lore. But I don't think that's canon because even the original writer's like, no, I didn't like the fact that we killed him off and he came back as an illusion.
Oh, that's why they're hunting spheres.
Okay, no, he does come back. He did come back, and then him and Yuna. So when he comes back on the island the island where Waka's from, that's him. But when they're in Xanarkand, that's not him. Because it's a time skip from Beascent to Xanarkand.
Right. There was like 100. No,
it was like a couple weeks time skip. They were on the boat and they went to like the bottom to like do the sex, and like they crashed and he died on an island and she brought him back. It explains it better than the novel. Actually, there's YouTube videos about the novel since it's not localized in English.
I need to look those up because I love the lore of Final Fantasy X. I love it. I love the lore of Final Fantasy 7, 5, 9, 10. I think I already said 10. 13 especially. I love 13 lore. The game mechanics is stupid, but the lore and the characters, oh my god. 12 Zodiac Age. I haven't gotten around to, but I hear it's good. 15. I'm still learning about it as I play the game because I love me my bachelor boys doing their bachelor party going wrong. But yeah,
Hey,
just
Josh, I'm gonna send you something. I don't know if you want to share it or not. It is the concept art for Yuna and Titus from Final Fantasy X 10-3.
Okay, cool. Also,
Oh,
we've been
that
going
one's
for 2
2.5
hours and
hours.
35 minutes. So, maybe you want to get the show on the road.
Yeah, I mean I can do this all day.
No, yeah, we should
let
actually stay according to the topic. But yeah,
Hey, there we go. There you go.
Toei animation. Really?
This is in the actual remaster of the game.
My boy Titus be looking damn good. Give me the give me freaking. Let's go. Come on, get it off the floor. Flap your wings. X3
Slapping the
fly.
Yuna cheeks.
They already know.
All right, next subject. Let's go.
Yeah. So after that long-winded explanation of
I love those facades. Those
I
are
like how it started off with Halo and went into Final Fantasy.
No, that was on me.
after the long-winded explanation of Fate Stay Night and that whole debacle.
Yeah, no. Next topic, please. Next topic.
So yeah,
Final topic.
well,
let's make it a final topic. Why not?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was the final topic. Wait, what?
No,
Hawkeye. Final topic was Hawkeye episode 4, but I feel like that should be another.
Yeah,
we
can do that.
We'll tackle that next Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should do 2 for 1 on a.
Yeah.
That's what I'm.
More stuff to talk about
now. So yeah, last topic of the night. I don't know if you've heard of this, Jesse, but I know JC, you've heard of this.
Oh yeah, no, I'm pissed.
So
I think
let me explain. So totally not Mark is a YouTuber here on the platform on YouTube, and he does explanations. He does various different kind of anime content videos, all doing like with all things anime and just pop culture content and whatnot. So
Majority of his videos are Dragon Ball.
a majority of his videos are Dragon Ball. Toei Animation owns Dragon Ball, and they copyright striked his video, nearly his entire channel, over 2 years worth.
3 years.
Video. Over 3 years worth of videos. And that's a lot. Like in the hundreds.
Like one or two videos of this year, that's okay, fine, whatever. Like we'll dispute it, we'll come to an agreement. But like literally years of work, hard work.
I think he said 150 videos.
I thought it was 190.
It's 3 years worth of videos.
I know it's in
it's
the
less than
100
200.
range.
It's a little bit less than 200.
Yeah, I know it's in the 100 range, between 100 and 200. But yes, so Toei Animation struck down a ton of his videos, and myself and everyone is rightly fucking pissed.
Right.
Because why the fuck would you do this, Toei? He's not trying to say that, oh, I own this, I'm going to make money off of this myself, and blah 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 blah. He's making content. He's making like commentary videos and whatnot.
He's downright he's downright promoting the fuck out of Dragon Ball, and downright like promoting Toei Animation in general, because like he does lore videos, he does character theory videos and everything. Like he talks about the story of Dragon Ball, I guess timeline videos, if I remember correctly.
I think so.
Explaining the differences between Z, Kai, Super, all that shit. And they're over here like, oh, wait, no, you can't do that. You can't do that.
You're talking about Dragon Ball.
We're talking about our property. You can't do that. Like, what the fuck, man? Like, okay, well, in that case, you need to talk to Funimation, because they're over here changing some shit about the characters, Bulma especially. Fucking, like, trying to insert their own agenda into the fucking story itself. Like, no. they should not be doing that at all for a production dub company. Funimation, like I've already had problems with Funimations before, but like the whole Vic Mignogna shit, and then like the skeletons coming out of the closet, that just solidified everything. Funimation is just like they're done. Like I've been done with them for quite a while. But and even still, like when that leak came out from Funimation, talk about they have like these secret like innuendo like behind the doors dubbing whatever of like certain Dragon Ball scenes where they pretty much do what Team 4-Star did, and Funimation struck down Team 4-Star.
No, that was also Toei.
Oh, okay. Well, then Toei and
Toei.
the Funimation. Then they struck down Team 4-Star for like doing a parody, which is legal. It's legal. They were doing a parody, not making like a whole redubbing series, whatever. They were just doing a parody.
So
They didn't have a problem with that.
Funimation actually has no issue with Team 4-Star. They're in Team 4-Star actually does some voices in Dragon Ball Z Kai, the final season. They they're not, so they do Team 4-Star does the voices for the in Dragon Ball Z. They show like this video that they make of the cell fight, and it's a bunch of guys with bobblehead helmets on, and it's like so poorly made and filmed, and like everybody's embarrassed. The voices of those characters in that video are the Team 4-Star voices, but Toei Animation was so pissed off that when they broadcasted it on TV, they had to put the original audio. On the DVDs, it is the Team 4-Star voices. But when it was shown on TV, they had to get rid of them because Toei Animation hates Team 4-Star. And so does Sean Schemmel, for the record.
Yeah.
Well, fuck Sean Schemmel. Like, I'm sorry, but fuck him.
No, fuck him. Fuck that guy.
And Chris Sabat. I don't care if he wants his last name to be pronounced as Sabat. I'm saying Sabat. I'm saying it how I read it.
Damn, I say Sabat too.
I thought it was Sabat.
Like fuck Sean, fuck Sabat, and while we're at it, fuck Monica Rial.
Yeah.
Just because like inserting her own like type of agenda for Bulma's character, like no one asked for that shit. The original voice actress for Bulma was better than you. God rest her soul.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, fuck Toei Animation. This is the one time I say officially that I don't support Toei Animation at all anymore, because they've done this shit before in the past. Usually around this time during Christmas, when
I wonder what else did they do?
When no one is available at Google or YouTube to help them out. So this isn't new, but this is the first time it's like been big.
Huh? Digimon Adventure. Oh, good thing I didn't watch Digimon growing up because I didn't care for it. Fucking
Toei Animation is not just like anime. They do. Toei owns Power Rangers, the Super Sentai, the Kamen Rider, Sailor Moon.
Well, it's a good thing I torrent my anime. I ride the pirate's life. You see, I run with the sea. Arrgh.
I unfortunately am obsessed with Dragon Ball, so
certain shows I will watch on the official like streaming anime site, whatever.
Yeah.
But other shows I fucking torrent. I'm gonna be completely honest. I'm not gonna say which episode or I'm not gonna say which website because fuck you guys. I already know what you're about to try to do. Be like, oh, he's gonna say the website. We gotta strike them down. Like, no, fuck you. That's a secret.
Yeah.
Monster YouTube. Sorry.
Yeah.
Can't help you.
Not happy, and don't support Toei Animation anymore.
Like just the whole thing, like man, like they could have emailed him regarding the dispute. You know, this could have been like a private conversation, but no, they had to be like, no.
This isn't just, but unfortunately, this isn't just like a Toei. This isn't just on Toei. This is also on YouTube because YouTube's
YouTube didn't do anything.
YouTube's policy is so fucking shitty that they make it so easy for the content creators to be targeted by these big ass money hungry corporations.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh my god, how dare you say You called my thing whelming. You didn't say overwhelming. You didn't say underwhelming. You said, well, I'm going to sell you.
Like that's the thing. Like even just like a minuscule second of like an audio or a clip or whatever that isn't copyrighted, whatever from certain project. Whoever's doing that on their video, even like as like a review, a talk show or whatever, that gets striked immediately, like demonetized or striked. And I'm pissed that like it's kind of one of the reasons why I'm like, trying to learn everything about YouTube before I start posting shit. Because one of the first few series I really want to do is a Resident Evil Village series, of which I want to do like just raw reaction. I want to do my hard mode playthrough of Final Fantasy VII Remake on my PS5. I also want to do a playthrough of Fire Emblem, Three Houses, and so on and so on. But that's the thing. I don't want to get copyright striked because I'm not even gonna like monetize these fucking videos. I'm just doing it for the sake of doing it.
Unfortunately, companies and studios don't give a shit. Though, good thing is video games are usually fair game.
Yeah, with video games,
Certain
it's a little different.
video games.
Yeah.
Nintendo games, maybe not as much, but
yeah, but most video games are fair game. They're pretty good.
And it has me. It has me on my toes too about like doing some movie review or cartoon reviews or anime reviews because I do want to also do review videos as well because I like watching like the Real Rejects. I like watching before you buy videos or anything of that nature. Before you watch, I like watching Pitch Meeting. I love watching them.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like I'm hesitant now because now the whole Toei shit that's happening, I'm like nervous because anything that I do as far as like trying to do a review video or talk about video or hey, let's talk spoilers or here what's happened in this episode. Again, copyright.
Yeah.
Like I'm trying to learn all that I can before I start posting shit. That's why I'm saying like my channel's in the works. Like I really want to post shit, but at the same time, I don't want to do it foolishly.
Yeah, YouTube really needs to fix its copyright laws and everything that has to do with it because it is a fucking mess.
Like it's just one of those things where it's like, bro, you're gonna continue this behavior and you're only going to lose a majority of people that have supported you, have been with you since the very fucking beginning, or even like bare bones when you guys were barely getting off the ground. You're gonna turn your backs on them. Like YouTube and Twitch are pretty much one of those companies right now that are just going to take advantage of a user's brand name, whatever their logo or whatever personality that they have or they express on their channel or their platform, whatever. Mm-hmm. They're going to exploit them. And the minute that they just like become problematic, cast them aside like fucking old like a day old jar, like a jug of milk or something. I don't know the like expression I'm trying to use, but you get what I mean.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
And it's like it's so frustrating because now like gaming has kind of lifted YouTube up to that status where it's like, well, I'm going to become a YouTuber or makeup community or what is it? Comedy videos, compilation videos, try not to react videos or anything of that nature. It's just like it lifted YouTube up to that point. And now you're going to be like, oh, well, now we don't care. Like, we're going to go ahead and make your lives miserable. Thank you for making our lives better, but we're going to go ahead.
Well, it's the reason why they have that shitty mentality is because they're owned by Google now and they're a public company. They have investors, they have like people in the back that are like, hey man, I don't like this because it doesn't fit with the way I live my life, or you need to change this. You need to
pandering to old fucks in suits that don't do anything.
Hey man, this world is run by old fucks who refuse to let go.
Exactly.
Yeah, back in the good old days, we had this.
Like, God damn it!
Like they're over here hogging all the money. I don't understand.
Like, move over. Let the youngins do the work now, boy.
Okay, then give me an opportunity. Hell no, I worked hard for mine.
Cool.
Hey, what Toei is doing?
Yeah.
Exactly what Toei is doing.
it takes it. It's there's multiple people involved. It's not just like I said, Toei. Yeah, Toei's got to stick up their fucking ass. They have fucking issues, but at the same time, YouTube isn't making it fucking easy. YouTube doesn't stick up for its content creators at
Really
all.
doesn't.
That's why people are moving to Twitch. That's why people are just making short videos and just putting them on TikTok.
The streaming awards was proof of that.
Yeah.
Like I watched the stream last night. It was the most mediocre subpar thing I've ever witnessed, and I didn't even recognize like a good 80% of these YouTube content creators. Like, okay, most of these people are either, and I say this with respect, I have no discrimination whatsoever. Most of these people are either like gay skinny teenagers, gay skinny adult men or women, or makeup people. Or fashion people that have like the most stick up with theirs. And then you got fucking Bella Porch.
Who?
Exactly.
I was like, please don't. I felt old when you said that. I'm like, oh my god, I don't know who the fuck that is.
I don't know who the fuck that is.
No, okay. So long story short, she's this freaking TikTok girl that got famous off of doing one video, which was the M to the B's, M to the B's, M to the B's. That chick, and she got famous, like stupidly famous, and she kept writing it. When I can't even hate her because she played the game well, but the fact that she got this far is frustrating because I've seen other TikTok creators do the same shit, and they don't get anything or even half the shit that she gets because she's already like
so much better.
Yeah, she won like I guess best upcoming content creator, even though she has no. Her content is subpar. She does like the minimal shit, and it's frustrating because people eat that shit up. Because the only reason why, and this is just me, this is my opinion. The only reason why she's famous, she says it's pretty face.
She got boobies.
Yeah, pretty much.
This is why social media is fucking terrible. Why social media is absolute garbage. Anyway, so I think we can end the podcast there.
But yeah, no, fuck Toei Animation. I hope whatever comes their way negatively, they get what they fucking deserve.
Yeah, no, Toei's making a lot of mistakes, and at the same time, YouTube needs to get their shit together because unfortunately, they don't stick up for anybody. And what makes it even worse is that whenever one creator leaves, another one's going to step in and just take their spot. And YouTube is so vast and wide. It's infinite, so not everybody knows. Probably like 10% of the YouTube community probably knows about what's going on.
I mean,
PewDiePie still shits on YouTube every now and then because they shat on him.
Yeah, I mean, look at Belle Delphine. She went from YouTube to Pornhub. Good career.
God damn it, Belle. Yeah,
the good Christian site, I should say. It's a good Christian site.
A good Christian. It's a good Minecraft server. Anyway, so okay, so that's where we're gonna leave things tonight. We've been going for over almost 3 hours. So yeah, guys, thanks for coming on. Thanks for the conversations, the deep insight into the.
Before you end, just a quick public service announcement, please. Okay, so everybody. It is officially Spider Week.
Yep.
Oh, yes. Okay, yeah. Go.
Please, for the love of God, shut the fuck up and don't post any spoilers on the internet.
Oh, we're in trouble already because the UK gets the release 2 days earlier.
Yeah.
So avoid spoilers starting
like the plague.
Starting Wednesday or Tuesday night.
You know what? Fuck the UK. It's America.
Wow. Wow. Okay.
America, damn it.
I love the
UK.
No, look, my ancestors are Aztecs and Mayans. I don't want to get into that. But it is Spider Week. It is Spider Week. Spoilers, please refrain from them. Normally, the everybody agrees to 2 weeks, but I think we're gonna have to wait a little bit longer with this one. I say 3 weeks.
3.5 weeks, maybe 4. Pushing it.
I
maybe
give it a month is really pushing it at that point.
How about we talk about Spider-Man at the beginning of January? How about that?
I'm down.
New Year's.
Yeah.
New Year's.
Well,
yeah, New Year's.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen okay, there you go. If you haven't seen Spider-Man No Way Home by New Year's Day.
What
Matter
the fuck
of fact,
are you doing?
let me see the calendar. Let me see.
It's a full 2 weeks by then.
If you haven't seen Spider-Man No Way Home by January 2nd of 2022, we're not sorry. Because my ass is
We're
going to be seeing that movie like 13 times.
Well, at the same time, the movie is sold out for Thursday and Friday.
Yeah.
Damn.
Of which I got tickets. So
You can still get tickets here in Houston.
Yeah.
You just gotta go to the
I
foot.
still need to get my tickets.
I ended up just like settling whatever because I realized, the preferred viewing method of No Way Home is pretty much expensive and all the good seats are taken. So I'm like, I'll settle for a regular digital screening. I just want to see the movie.
Who wants to go with Goku? Who wants to go with Goku to see Spider-Man? Cheap date, cheap date, cheap date.
I mean,
And with that being said, that is the public service announcements I want to say. Please be kind. Please be kind. Please rewind. Don't spoil the movie.
Yes, please. No. And with that being said, we'll end the podcast here. I already said that. But yeah, so guys, thanks again for coming. Jesse, JC, thanks for
Always.
coming.
That's
We'll
right.
see you guys next week. Probably see you guys next week. Definitely won't see you guys the day after Christmas. Yeah. Definitely won't see you Christmas. So yeah, hopefully you guys have a good week and don't fucking spoil Spider-Man.
No.
Say no to drugs, kids. Unless they're
Say
free.
no.
Peace out, y'all, and see you all next week.